Hello there.
I don't like it.
Who
I don't
recapped
like
last
the
week?
streaming thing.
I don't like that.
Or who
Whatever
recapped
happened.
last week?
I think Carrie did.
I
I did.
recapped every week, forever.
Would you like to continue that trend?
I guess so, yeah.
No, I want to break that trend, for I am Hadrick, trend breaker.
Of course.
Trend breaker.
And I am Ashley, trendsetter.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Ashley, do you want to recap last game?
I mean, Ashley can, but I mean, you probably want me to instead.
No, I would love it if Ashley did.
All right, then, let's fucking do it. I mean, last time in Special Super Strahd Adventures, we had all decided that we better not like poke at the vampire in the basement. So we decided not to poke at the vampire in the basement. We then decided to head back into the city and go our separate ways. Some of us going back to the inn so that we can be dead from other vampires, and the others heading over toward the safe but smelly house of our grateful people who want us to do things for them. So when both of those things happened, we got to see a really pretty neat march of the dead. They all came up from their graves. They made their way over towards Strahd's place. And they knocked on his door and said, "Hey, we're here to defeat you." And he laughed in their face and shut the door. But as we're watching all of this happen, we had a visit from the Bump in the Nights once it was over. But we don't know from who. All we know is that he stabbed a dagger into the bedside table, and I picked it up because it's neat. Everyone seemed to be on edge that night, but I was like, man, I was expecting something to happen. Let's go back to bed. At which point we slept through the night, wondering how Hadrick and Jolene were getting on in the night. If you know what I'm saying, I'm kidding.
They were getting on.
They were just like, I'm just imagining all four of them just like gossiping. Like, what do you think they're doing?
Let's talk about it. Whereas what's actually happening is him being like, "Do you want me to sleep in a different bed? Because I can." It's not a big deal.
Hey, it's Mark. Can I have a cot? I feel a little uncomfortable.
Turns
He's
out
like,
they did
oh, I'm
sleep
so
in
sorry.
different
Goes back with the-
Turns out they did sleep in different beds, and Hadrick is a ninja at getting his armor on and off.
Apparently.
Fucking.
The morning came, and we had decided to all head out together. But first, we stopped and bought some really expensive arrows. Then we headed out together. Upon getting onto the road, we were met with a sweet pupper. We killed it.
No.
We killed it dead.
You
Sweet
know you
pupper
like
is no
signed up
more.
to kill wolves, right,
What
Devin?
what about that pupper's sweet exactly?
I mean, after we cooked him, he probably tasted pretty sweet.
No. No.
Yes.
I hate that.
You
They
signed
have
up
to die.
to
It's
took a
going
job to
to
kill
be
wolves.
No.
And that's the story.
as we let the wolf burn so it didn't come back as a zombie wolf and kill us.
Oh my god.
We passed by these gallows, and they were pretty neat. I wanted to take the rope down, but the others were like, "Don't do that. That's evil." Blah 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 blah, and handed me some more ropes. I'm like, "Okay, that's pretty cool." But then whenever we were leaving, I looked back and I saw me in the gallows, hanging from the rope. And it was fucking. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was pretty freaked out.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody came up and they didn't seem to see it. They were like, "Oh, hey, look at this boy." And I'm like, "Oh God, but look at him. It's me though." And they're like, "It's you. No, we'll get it down. We'll show you." And then it fucking decayed and rotted in front of our very eyes. And I saw me die in front of me. And I'm like, turn around on heel, like, let's keep going. Never speak of this again.
You actually say to us like it's me.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, I'm making sure.
And then Hadrick was like, "What, you mean like poetically?"
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then she just turned on heel, just like, let's never speak of this again. This never happened. I don't know what you guys are fucking talking about. And then we met Alexei over at his thing, and he picked me up and twirled with me because apparently we have that kind of relationship. Good to know. and he explained to us that yeah, we're kind of stuck here until like Strahd lets us out or something. And then they're like, hey, but if you want to, you can go talk to our elder over here in this cot. And she said hello to all of us, calling us by very special names except me. And then whenever we were there, she's all like, you want to draw from this deck? And then we end the game on a cliffhanger because reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And now we get to, oh god, I can't. Oh,
And we just like zoom out at that point, and we're all like around a campfire, and she's just like twiddling on the lute, and they're like, yes, we know, it just happened.
In theory, we could be like, no, I'm good.
I was just telling a story, a bardic tale, if you will, of our exploits.
Hatchet pokes it. Get back in the tent!
I'm just letting all of the others know what happened to us.
No one cares.
Who's
up and
the
goes back.
others? Looks to the screen, looks back.
I mean, I was more talking about the people in Alexei's band of merry
The
men.
Vistani, they're all like, applause.
She gets up, she bows, and she heads back into the tent with the others.
oh god.
Did I get? Can I roll for performance? Did I get any gold from that?
No.
Damn. But you said we got 1 million gold.
I have a feeling there's 1 million gold buried somewhere near us.
Somewhere here.
You said we could have 1 million gold, DM Sama.
You did.
So before
Just have
game, I was
5.
rolling my dice randomly, and Aaron said if I rolled a 4, then he'd give us 1 million gold, to which I immediately rolled a 4. And he's not honoring his promise!
Well, no,
We
they
said
really
that
didn't.
we can make
make,
we
like,
just have
we
to
can
find
make a
it.
really cool
Yeah.
fort with that.
Guys, I know exactly where the 1 million gold is. It's obviously with Strahd.
Yeah.
We gotta kill Strahd and become rich as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Exclusively for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Money. Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh god. I'm not ready for
Madam Ava says, shuffling a deck that she's produced. She lays out 5 cards in the order that the image there shows. As she places the first one down, she says, this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. She places the one at the very top, most closest to you all, and says, this card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of hope. She places a third card and says, this card is power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a blade of sunlight. This is a card closest to her, and said, this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. And then one card in the center, which said, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. She flips them over in the same order. Looking to the first card.
We're all just gathered on the table, looking down, like, mm?
You see. Let me see if I can get each image for you.
I'm so terrified right now.
Images.
We're all dead. Party wipe.
Yep, but what?
I can't believe the party fucking died, man. It was like Death Ray.
Turns out I'm Strahd.
Ah, shit, I knew it! Oh.
We need...
Damn your time, Strahd.
She reveals... this card.
Oh, shit.
Is the first card. And she says, find the mad dog's crypt. The treasure lies within, beneath blackened bones.
1 million gold.
That's your 1 million gold.
Sure.
The second card
Oh
is...
god.
She turns over,
Oh.
and... where are you?
Oh. What a handsome boy.
I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light, and the brother of darkness. The treasure lies with him still.
For $1 million gold.
Also $1 million gold.
She flips over the third card.
The gold card. The only one that doesn't lead us to our gold.
Oh.
The treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted.
$1 million gold!
Oh god.
The fourth card is turned.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
And you are in the greater, so you would be over here.
Handsome
There you
boy.
are.
What a handsome boy.
Yes.
What a good seeing boy.
Oh, handsome.
Look for a dusk elf living among the Vistani. He suffered a great loss. Is haunted by dark dreams. Help him, and he will help you in return.
Help us find our gold.
And then she draws the center card,
Uh,
and that is here.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh.
The toaster card. Bread dies.
Thank
God.
god.
oh.
Ooh!
Oh, that's fucking
I
good.
really like the art of that card, but I'm still fucking terrified. Holy shit.
And look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby.
Oh my god.
And in the same order that she revealed the cards one by one, she flips them back face down and returns them to the deck.
I didn't like that at all. Oh god.
That was great.
It grows late.
And this is how we're supposed to get home.
These will help you. They may help. You may fail. But I can only see glimpses into the future. I can see what would happen, not what will.
Hmm.
I also possess no such luck to see my own future.
Aaron, real quick, what did the second card mean again?
The second card,
Mm-hmm. The one with the paladin.
that
Prince.
was
Prince.
the
Is way
yeah, that was the prince. But
Sleeping
if you're
Prince.
specifically talking about what it
That's the only
pertained
thing I
to,
know.
so let me
Yeah.
put it back up. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And the card, was the paladin.
So probably a good idea to go wake up that fucking prince.
I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light, and brother of darkness. The treasure lies with
He
him.
needs the kiss from a princess to wake him up.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Get on it, Ashley.
I'm not a princess.
You're a princess to me.
Jolene's just like looking away. She did not like the card reading one bit. At all. No. There were multiple things that she.
Ma'am, I have a question since you gave us so much information.
Yes, Ashley?
She points to the outside of the tent. Anybody out there a dusk elf?
Here in my camp? No.
Fair.
There are several camps of Vistani in the area. You'd have to find them.
I thought it'd be easy.
Curses.
It's okay. At least we know that they're part of the Vistani and probably won't be too hard to track down.
Should we... I'm still kind of confused though, ma'am. Is this something that we're supposed to look into in order? Or can we just skip over the mad dog thing because that kind of scares me?
These are means to guide you to things that may assist you. Whether or not you seek them out is of your own choice.
I
And the
mean,
order of which is entirely up to you. I don't see the order of operations. I see places of importance. I see fragments in time. In any case, it grows late. You're more than welcome to spend the night with the camp. I'm sure Alexia would love to have you all. And if you have any more questions, then perhaps I could shed some light on it. But for now, I believe Bet suits me best. And she kind of grabs this gnarled old cane and kind of starts stretching out.
Ashley will get up, just like this. She just said she wanted to sleep. She's like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to it then, ma'am. She looks to the others.
Oh, I've been
Anybody
saying this whole time.
anybody want to look for a mad dog?
No.
No, I'm good.
If that's
we
an
come
order, then
across it.
sure.
No, I'm good.
If we come across it, we come across it.
Maybe
We have
already
work to
did.
do right now, though.
Yeah. Shouldn't distract ourselves with too many things.
Right.
Have a good rest, ma'am.
I'll do my best.
Goes outside.
Gryer standing up the whole time. He walks out with her. Behind her.
Lingers for a little bit and then goes as well.
As you walk out of Jolene, you just hear like
Oh.
this very quiet old lady like
Just like shudder up her back goes out much faster. Just like
walking out the tent, each of you would see most of the Vistani and Vistana are gathered around the fire or sat in the wagons off on like the sides of each or even on the roofs of them. Some are telling stories. It seems someone seems to be in the middle of one right now. You see Alexei sitting over by the river, and you see a couple more like shadowed figures in the. It's probably close to 6-ish. Like it seems getting close to evening, anyways. This is as dark as ever, so it's hard to really make out. But at the westernmost side of the camp, you see a few people kind of moving between the bigger tents.
Because we're finally like kind of ish alone ever since learning all this stuff right now, I'm just gonna like turn to the rest of the group, just like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really ecstatic about being stuck here.
no, I'm not either.
I mean, neither.
Yes, it's not a very defensible position, surrounded by unknown entities.
Hmm.
And I don't think those readings made me feel much better at all.
They seemed rather, I don't know, promising to me. Several of them seem like they're there to help us.
Yeah, we have to seek stuff out. Don't worry about it.
What if that's just what they want us to think?
Cantrek,
No.
you can shut up.
I
The
can't
land
help it.
traps us much more desperately than some card readings do.
Of course,
I can't help but think about that first one though. Surely you guys probably thought of it as well, but when she spoke of a mad dog, I just assumed someone kind of crazy, and my thoughts immediately went back to that boy.
Yeah, I think it too. Maybe we should have done something.
I feel like if we got the reading now, then even if we did do something then, like it might not be of any consequence. There probably are a lot of mad people in this place, to be honest.
Hmm.
it's the past now. I don't think we can really go back and change it.
No.
Also, I mean, we're already on a journey to go and take her over there, so you know.
Yes.
We can't
I would
really
prefer
backtrack
not
at this
to.
point.
Start walking back now.
We can return later. If we're gonna be stuck here, we have all the time in the world.
Yeah, stuck here. Oh god.
It's not like he's going anywhere.
Enough.
Definitely true. Hopefully not, at least.
if he's as scary as everybody thinks, then I don't really want to go up to his front door and ask him to leave right now.
So I guess just rest here for the night and continue moving tomorrow.
It'd definitely
Yeah.
be preferred to stay here.
All
For the
right.
night, at least.
Grier just finds the nearest fucking tree or whatever just to sit against and fall asleep.
Finds the nearest
Aw.
post, hops up on top of it, folds his wings in. Good night.
Makes
Oh
a
my
nest for the
God.
next 3 hours.
Covers head with wings to make him think it's nighttime.
Aww.
There's a small little kind of alcove. It's like 4 medium-sized trees next to the road, or like path. In between that and a wagon that would be fairly comfortable for Grier.
I don't want it. Well, I don't want it to be easily visible.
It would be close-ish to the party, but it is in shadow. Like anyone looking there wouldn't really, especially be able to see you. But yeah, unless someone was actively walking around that wagon, and then even then you blend in pretty good just because you're black.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said blend.
I was holding back the entire time, just like, don't make the joke, don't make it.
Well, that's the thing. Are we all just gonna go to sleep right now? I mean, I just took the initiative. I don't know if everyone else is thinking the
I
same
mean, I'm
thing.
probably not gonna go to sleep. I want to talk to people.
Yeah, if
Aaron, I want to do the thing. I want to look
you're
for
gonna
the
do your
thing.
thing.
Mhm.
All right, so Devin wanders off, and she seems to be doing her own thing.
Wait,
Damn it.
Devin! Before you go,
Don't
please be
leave.
safe.
I'll be fine.
Stay away from it. Stay away from any mad dogs until we're around ourselves.
Think I treat mad dogs a little bit better than you guys.
Oh shit.
That's
Flashback.
right. Burr!
Flashback to. Oh, you mean like the dog?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Map of the area. So
Yeah,
you guys see where it is.
That was hours ago. Get over our dog murder.
It's a
Oh, fuck.
dire wolf. There's a difference.
Oh fuck.
It
Aaron, I
has
accidentally
dogs.
closed the mouth. You shirt again. Oh fuck. Oh
Jesus.
fuck. Oh fuck.
Crazy bitch.
Aaron, I accidentally closed the mouth.
Tomato, dire tomato, same difference.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
Wait, so she's going off on her own?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's walking
you.
off.
Wandering off.
Can I retcon a little bit and say that I saw that?
Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Put an eye on me wandering.
Can I put a dagger to her throat?
Are
and kill her?
you making any active
Can I
attempt?
stealthily slit her throat?
Are you making any attempt to kind of sneak away, Devin, or are you just kind of strolling off?
No, I'm strolling off. It's not a big secret. Yep.
So you see this guy.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, you stop me? Fuck.
No, I'm just I just see you walking off, and I'm just like, hey, from where I am.
Yeah.
You pass by his little cozy wagon cove he has.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you said hey.
said, hey, I asked where you were going.
Oh,
To
okay.
the hay.
To the hey. That's where I'm going. I just heard hey. That's all I heard. I'm sorry.
What's
Oh.
going on?
Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
Every time you say that.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
You're not here.
Has she given me any inkling at any point that she was looking for something in particular, or was she just always like, oh, yeah, I'll stay here and do whatever?
Yeah, she hasn't really brought it up.
Fucking. Okay, I was gonna try to help, but I guess I
I
won't.
grabbed
now.
Devin by the shoulders. Tell me
I mean-
your secrets.
I mean, one thing you could do, Grier, is she was kind of pissed at us earlier. Maybe she just wants, maybe she wants to be away from us, and maybe you can talk her and maybe we're not that bad or something. May follow her and be like, hey, I know you're pissed at us. You have to leave or something. If you want a reason.
Well,
to follow
thanks. That's a really good idea. Now I feel like if I do it, I'm just nabbing your idea.
No, I'm making suggestions.
Good.
I think
What would your character
straight
do?
that does sound
Or-
like what Briar would
Or
do.
hear me out. You could find some worms. and eat those worms.
Awful.
like a bird.
Finds a patch of mushrooms. Next thing you know, he's on top of a wagon, wings fully spread, like, I am the Lizard King!
Oh,
But, you know, you could be worried because, you know, she said she was mad at us and stuff for killing
Yeah.
that dog earlier. So you could walk with her if you want
What it
to.
comes down to is what would Grier do?
I'm
If
thinking
Grier-
about it. If y'all let me think for a minute.
what do I do?
Devin's still strolling up.
Yeah, man. I'm really strolling.
She seems like she's got something to do, whatever she's doing.
Probably shouldn't be wandering off on your own in these parts.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, I was on my own for long enough before I met you guys.
Yeah, and look what I got you, a fucking cage.
Ashley,
Ashley, you're not there.
Those of us that
Grier is very much like, yeah, and you were in jail.
I also got out of jail.
That's true. Would you have made it very far without the rest of us?
I'm gonna come back. I won't be long, I swear. Don't worry. I just have something I need to do.
You don't need help?
Would I still achieve the thing that I want to achieve if I brought him with me?
Yeah, there's no reason someone couldn't be with you. You know, you'd probably be like, hey, leave me alone, shut up for a sec, because you have to focus, but other than that...
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You
You
can
can come
watch your
along.
back with his back.
With his bird back.
I
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Alright.
sure. You can come along if you want, but I mean, you sure you don't want to rest?
can wait a couple hours for that if I need to.
Cool.
All right.
Continue
Go
to
rocking
wander
off. Devin, roll me a d12. Everyone else in the party, what are you guys up to?
Probably looking
Watching watches Devin leave, you know, things like that, and just kind of
Is that good?
holy shit.
Please let that be good.
Oh boy.
Kind of turns to everybody else. I'm sorry. I freaked out earlier, and maybe we should have fun tonight. You know, to forget about everything before everything goes all loopy.
Aw,
Loopy.
Loopy?
he's my favorite Espada.
Damn right.
I mean, I
Just kind of like rubs the back of her head. Sorry, I just got a little startled, and maybe.
I mean, I have no qualms to us having fun. It would be nice to have some sort of positive relief to all of this, but why not? Are you okay?
I just don't really want to be. I don't know. Everybody here's nice and all. I trust you guys a little bit more than I trust everybody else here. No offense, Alexei. You know, she's just like I just don't want to be alone, and I want to be with you guys and not like go off on my own like I did last night and almost kill myself.
No, like that asshole
Then don't
Devin.
go off on your own.
Well, that's what she didn't say that part, but she's only saying, like, you know, hey, let's stick together and have fun, guys. And I'm sorry for being weird earlier.
Master, you're saying you don't quite trust these people? Do you think
no,
you
that's-
could be in league with them?
Oh my god.
I mean, if anyone is, it's probably that Strahd guy.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, maybe. I mean, pretty much anyone could be. But what about the people in this camp? It's very important that we get that out of the way right now, I think.
She puts her hand up to her mouth as if she's thinking, then looks back to them. If they were, then they wouldn't be back after everything, right? I mean, we met them earlier.
Not to mention we
They would have
traveled
gotten
with
enough
them
information out of us last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is always more information to gain from the new sphere.
Get that you need me.
Stares off into the distance for like 30 seconds.
Oh. Oh.
She's just gonna smile awkwardly at Xanthric, like, sometimes I know how to deal with you, other times I don't.
Yeah. These people don't really
Other
have anything
times,
to
like
gain
now,
from
not
us.
so much.
Snaps back out of it. All right, so what are you thinking? Burn the entire camp?
Oh God,
No,
no.
I think we're good.
I can do that.
These
I
people,
just learned a new thing.
these
Don't.
people don't
Then
really
you
seem to
saw
have
me
anything
do it
to...
on the wolf. Devin was pretty mad about that. She might also be a dragon. Damn drow.
Oh,
Damn!
oh, when she's not around, you do that. I see how it is.
Oh my god.
Like,
Were you not just hitting on her like 2 episodes
I
ago?
know, he's a dick.
drow, they're the dragons of elves.
I mean, that wouldn't really be too much of an insult, I don't think.
Yeah, shit. Devin's like, what? I like dragons.
Good.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure that's in
had you
canon.
saying something?
These people
That's
don't really have
in
any
canon.
reason to, don't have any reason to trick us. We have nothing that they want. They have more supplies than us. And they can freely go to and from this place.
Not to mention, if they had any vicious intent, you'd imagine that they'd take us when we were most vulnerable traveling with them.
But
Yeah.
maybe still remain vigilant. Let's
Oh,
not
absolutely.
do anything for
Oh,
now, but
yeah.
remain vigilant, Xanthric.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Because if we just tell him to chill out, he's gonna be like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's fair.
But it's
We'd
like,
be
you know,
remiss to
but
pass
still remain vigilant.
We'd be remiss to pass up the few opportunities to have friends here that we do.
Think positively,
Those
prepare for the
friends
worst.
can be advantageous.
Maybe we could get some information out of them. They know this place a lot better than we do, and maybe it'll lead us toward one of these things we're supposed to do. Do you guys want to ask around?
Yes, make them think they're getting information out of us, when really we were getting information out of them.
Exactly.
See, this is why you're in charge.
Oh.
You got
I
that
can't
right,
think
Xanthric.
why not. I suppose they should at least be somewhat forthright with us.
Yeah, the
We
vast
haven't hidden
majority of them
anything.
are still surrounding the campfire, dancing.
You said
singing.
that you said that there was like stories going on. Can we overhear anything from that?
You listening in? Yeah. If you listen, she seems to be like part way through. The point where you would catch in after all this.
Turns out
she hears
it's
saying,
the same story that Xanthric told them in the beginning.
There was a boy, and he left.
It's like evolved.
You hear her saying, this epic tale. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. A woman saying this as she's kind of circling the fire, making grandiose the story. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other, the battle flying from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and yet again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had spirited him away.
The River Iblis?
Yes, she points to the water.
Looks at the river.
Well, that was really grim.
This is, I'm guessing, a tale of a great battle with this creature.
Yes, about a year ago, give or take. I remember it like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing before he went there. He was recruiting peasants, Fistana, anyone he could have liked, trying to rally them against the devil Strahd.
What was this man's name?
I don't recall. Something important. Those long wizardy names.
Was it Gregelgagorg? Gangaback?
That monster.
She looks sad that they
No,
can't.
I feel like I would
put
remember that.
I feel like
She
you would have
looks-
too.
She looks sad that they can't put a name to it. It's like, that's the best part of the story, is like talking about who did it.
Yeah.
She looks kind of disappointed that they don't know a name. She looks to the river. Which way does the river flow? Does it flow back
flows
toward where we
west.
came, or?
No, it flows away from where you came.
Powerful wizard, huh?
Oh yes, the fact that he lasted that long against the devil was a testament to his strength and his folly. But heroes will be heroes.
How long do you think Hadrick will last? She puts Hadrick in front of her.
Ah,
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Second.
Well, first of all, none of us here are heroes, so not long, and it's also not our business. Second of all, how long do you think I would last?
Yes, hypothetically.
Well said, Sir Knight. About 30 seconds, and she throws you a wineskin.
Catches it. That sounds about right.
Oh.
Jolene,
Yes?
want any?
Sure. It's been a long enough
Passes it. Pass it over to you.
As you guys start drinking, music starts kicking in. You
Not
see a
again.
couple of people getting into dancing. Absolutely.
Not
Does
again.
that does the Twitter meme where you flick off the cap? Well, if we fight the Strahd guy, we're fucked. Click.
Music. Invading my mind. Forcing
Have to dance.
me to... Oh, I changed the thing I wasn't supposed to. Ah! Yes! You know what we need? We need to raise our spirits!
Hadrick heartily joins in, outperforming many of the locals.
I pass my hat over
If
to...
Hadrick is dancing, I am definitely getting out
I
and getting
pass
out
my-
my fucking loot.
I pass my helmet to anyone being like, do not give this back to me at any point until this is over.
Double net 19.
If Hadrick is dancing, I am definitely getting the loot out. Let's just, it's happening.
What's everyone else up to before we go back to?
And I'll play for
it.
at least 10 minutes. You know.
I'm sipping at the wine like a classy lady, even though it's a water skin, I guess, of it. Yeah.
Yes, it would be a fairly large water skin filled with pretty good wine.
Oh well, can't say no to that. She's just sipping at it, clapping, observing for once. She's just trying to be positive, even though everything that was said at the card reading is bothering the heck out of her.
Oh yeah. You sit there for probably about a minute or so before Vistani comes up. It reaches their hand out to you,
Well, I can't say no to that!
and they pull you right in.
Should I roll performance or well, why not?
Yeah. See how you doing. You
Alright.
functioning, you're doing good.
Yeah. Not terrible.
Xanthar's just watching,
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Ashley Xanther.
Xanthric is terribly dancing and doing
I think the dice have to say that.
Please tell me it's
He's reading Nat
banana
20s. 12.
doing a rain
It's-
dance, please.
could be worse. But yeah, he's
He's going with
going.
that.
You're not dancing good, but a couple Vistani get around you and start copying your movements. You start a craze.
He's going up to random people and
They're
being
like, it's the boy who left dance!
Oh.
Yeah, Xanthric is going up to random people as he's dancing, doing the hello, fellow teens. It's
Oh my
why don't we
god.
loudly talk about all the conspiracies we're a part of?
Oh my god. Yes.
I can't.
I'm just a part of so many. I
Oh.
couldn't keep them straight. Why don't you go first?
Oh.
What are you doing, Ashley?
I'm playing the loot for
You
at least
jamming
10
on
minutes.
the loot? Alright,
For at least 10 minutes, I'm doing that.
are you actively trying to use your charm?
I mean, I might as well. Nobody can really tell if I do anyway, so I'm,
roll before, or you already did. Yeah. So you jam out. Alright, cut to Devin and Grier. You enter the woods. How far do you want to go in, Devin? Since you're leading this excursion.
Shit, I don't know. Have I heard anything that would lead me to believe that I should go deeper into the woods?
No.
Is there anything that would make me think that I should go deeper into the woods?
You know that it's got a general kind of effective range, but there's no direct benefit or detraction from going in or out.
Okay.
You do know that it would probably be more dangerous, especially
Okay.
given the area.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go in as far as I think I need to go.
She did roll a 12 on that D12 earlier.
I
What
did.
was that about?
Yeah. Oh no. See, it's not. It's fucking. It's one of those things where it's like it's fucking something that will happen. Here's 12 different things that will happen. It's not a how fucking well I
You
survive
come
shit.
across a goblin
Oh,
orgy.
gotcha.
Yeah, dude. Fuck telling you, dude.
Come across a goblin orgy. You're not sure what you think about it.
They ask you to join in. Do you take their hand?
Oh God!
Never let go.
Never let go.
Grier just turns to Devin while we're walking through the woods. What exactly are we looking for?
More about it.
I mean, I'm here with you. I should probably be worrying about it.
It's something to benefit all of us. Trust me.
Is it 1,000,000 gold buried in the forest?
Yes.
Yes, good.
I'm going to reuse this generic map because it'll function for purposes. So yeah, you find like a clearing, and you begin your little ritual.
I need to do something. So just for like a little bit. Okay, cool. Just like trust me. Don't worry about it.
Bring it.
Keep an eye
I
out.
can't see anything, can I?
Just keep an
We're in-
eye out.
It's
Keep an eye
pretty
out.
fucking dark.
Can I?
Briar,
Would
keep
lighting
an
a
eye
torch
out.
be a
Go
horrible
up
idea?
high.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Don't let anything happen to me. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Devin's like fucking heightened dark vision. She's like, "Yeah, what are we talking about? Everything's bright as shit."
I'm fine. We're talking about.
I'm a light one.
Alright, you light a torch in the area around you. About 60 feet in all gets kind of lit up. That makes it simple for you to see. About 30 feet out, you can see everything fairly clearly. Beyond that, it's a little more difficult. Let me find specific.
Keep an eye out for anything nasty.
Alright, roll me perception.
Oh, fuck. Me too.
Hey,
Nope.
that's pretty
you can't.
good.
You're doing a ritual.
That's
You're
fair.
busy.
Jeez.
I need you.
Is all of this like preamble? Is all of this preamble bullshit just happening because I came with you, or would this have been completely off screen if I hadn't?
Dude, I'm kind of worried if you hadn't come with me. Like, fucking, yeah, you close your eyes in the middle of a dark forest and do your ritual, fucking completely unprotected. Oh, shit! Like, ooh, I'm kind of glad you're
Strahd
here
shows
now.
up and smacks you across the face with his. Anyway.
Exactly.
Ew. Ew, for shame.
He's like, guys, watch this.
Who's he
Um,
talking to?
Minions, of course.
Still faintly hear the reverie going on, probably at most like 50, 60 meters behind you. You can barely see any of the light. But you spend about 20, 30 minutes focusing. You lay out all of your different ingredients and herbs and everything. Grier, you see as Devin begins, she lays out effectively like this slab of what looks kind of like dried meat. And as she dusts it with this powder, it gives off this very strong scent. And she starts producing different leaves and things, and it almost begins to smell. It begins to smell like smoke for a bit, and then it fades, and it smells like a very pleasant meal. silence kind of exudes, and about an hour passes. And
You get
hear
bored and go to sleep.
some cracking in the branch.
Just want to not pull out my dagger, have my hand on it ready. Or near it, at least. Ready to grab and do whatever if it's a nasty.
Fucking nervous.
I'm worried that me doing that is going to scare away whatever you just tried to call to you.
I'll make sure that. A paw comes out from the brush.
Crier, quick, kill it!
Oh
And you see the Devin, as you open your eyes, you see the snarling maw of a wolf
Ah, fuck!
advancing on you and Grier to about there. And
Where?
I want you guys to roll initiative.
Is there a map?
Son of
that
a
we're
fucking
looking at right
bitch!
Shit.
I'm going to give you guys a generic map real quick.
now? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good luck, you two.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
It's the same map where we killed the last one.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
You guys are practically on top of the corpse of the wolf we killed earlier.
And
He's
I
like-
need...
The wolf's like, mother.
No, it's not my child.
No. Mother is in the dead wolf.
Devin,
God.
quick!
Oh,
Devin,
no,
quick!
dude,
You have
just
to
shut
display your
nose.
dominance. Stab it in the face.
No!
Oh, we're rolling our own initiative, or are you doing that?
I was
for
gonna
us?
say I've forgotten how to do that.
It's in our it's on our
Character
main
sheet.
page. It's on our main page.
Yeah.
Just
Fucking
double
man.
click initiative.
Well then.
Like,
Well,
for example,
shit.
Bap.
This looks
Like
nice.
that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not there, but I'm going first.
Well then.
Actually, I'm still ahead of you. In
You haven't rolled for this encounter.
I don't need to.
Oh.
I'm just going to go ahead and roll initiative for everybody. Apparently it's Hadrick's turn.
Apparently.
That was Devin's. Menu, initiative, roll all. Alright, so Grier, you're the most ready for this, which actually makes sense considering the situation.
Yeah. That makes sense.
This isn't what we're looking for, right?
No, but I don't want to hurt it.
It's got scarring along the front of it. You can see quite clearly, Devin. This thing has seen a lot of combat.
Okay, maybe we should hurt it a little bit.
I don't.
I don't want to.
Okay, I mean,
It doesn't look like we can scare this
Can
one
I-
off.
can I just hold an action and be ready to throw my dagger if it like makes any danger? Like if it like hurts Devin, then make a move on it.
It's growling and advancing. You're holding an attack if it makes like an aggressive action.
Not an aggressive action. Like if it actually does damage to Devin, then I will.
Oh, bitch.
Successful.
Well, no, I mean you said you don't. I don't want to just like because it's probably gonna make an aggressive action.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't want to just immediately throw a dagger at it, and then you'd be like, "What the fuck? I just told you not to hurt it."
That's true.
I want both of you to roll your perception.
No, I'm not. It'll be fine.
It's a
What's
fucking
up?
wolf. I don't think it's
Um,
gonna be that
Both
bad.
of you to roll me perception.
Oh, see, things are happening.
Yeah, I don't mean this
Yeah,
in
that's
general, I just mean
D&D.
in general. Someday.
Well,
Grier, you see more. This thing is like it's battle scarred. This thing has seen a lot of combat. It is weak. It seems to have been fighting something very recently.
oh no.
It starts advancing on you like bloodlust in its eyes as it's just getting just about within 5 feet of you. Let me make sure. I'll see what you guys see. Yeah, just fine. There's a snap, and the wolf turns and doesn't react in time to a big ass fucking cat That's gonna roll an attack on it real quick.
A big ass fucking cat.
It's my child!
Yay!
Oh!
I had a
W.P.
feeling.
Well played.
Child is gonna murder me.
Devin,
Yeah,
it's your
okay,
very
yeah.
own giant pea.
So that's fine.
Because you're both fucking animals!
I raised that pea
Everything
like
is
it was
an
my own
animal.
I
son.
swear to God.
I raised that pea like it was my very own bee.
It's my very own pea.
It claws it and like rips part of its fur off.
Oh,
The wolf doesn't seem to get hurt by it at all.
oh.
As a last action, it's going to try and bite him,
Arr.
and it misses.
Oh,
It goes into snap at it, and then it pulls
The
back.
wolf apparently was
Um,
ready, man. I'm just saying. Maybe you should get the wolf
No,
on
it
that.
got hit hard by all those things. Like the claws raked it, and it's been hurt, but whatever that panther just did to it doesn't seem to give a shit.
Need to know
Okay.
some magical claws
It's
there, Pam.
it's more than just a fucking normal wolf.
What
It's
you
an
want to do?
advanced wolf.
Exactly. It's something in disguise as a wolf.
An undead
It's
wolf.
Strahd, get it!
Undead wolf. Okay. Then fucking yeah, we can hurt it. Like after I see my
Yeah, you
child.
see this tiger
Yeah.
or panther run out.
I was gonna say, how dare you.
and this bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, after I see the panther attack it, I kind of know my panther wouldn't attack someone without being provoked. This wolf's done something or up to something. So I'm like, it's okay to kill it. Like I say this out loud to Grier. Like, it's okay to kill it, but not that. Not that. Pointing.
Oh,
Pointing
okay.
at the panther.
Sure.
Do not hurt that panther.
All right.
Does your panther have a name?
It's called Kilala.
Oh my god.
I like that name.
Oh my god, yes.
Is that a reference to something?
Of course it
Oh
is.
my
I
god.
figured as much. I don't know what it's a reference to.
How dare you?
Was there any action you'd like to take on your turn, Devin?
Fuck. I'm gonna shoot the wolf.
You gonna shoot the wolf?
Yeah. I mean, fucking target that bitch.
I don't want to hurt it. Let's target the bitch.
No, yeah, fuck it. It upset my baby.
Kilala doesn't like it, which means I don't like it.
Briar.
Exactly. That's how this
Yes.
fucking goes.
Nuclear option. Turn the key in 3, 2, 1. Turn.
Nerd.
I think I hit it.
I don't know what we just turned the key for.
We just launched a nuke.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh.
Roll your damage. Arrow sticks into the side of it. It just leans over with its maw and rips the arrow out.
Remember to call out your sharpshooter.
Damn, son.
Nah, yeah, not for this.
I
Not for this.
don't think it would have made a difference in this case.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
ooh.
wolf is a tricky boy.
Indeed. Okay.
It's weak as shit. How is it taking no damage?
Yeah, what the fuck?
It has no reason not to attack.
Ugh.
Except the
Was
fact
it
there's a
moved
panther right there trying to hit it.
Panther stepped back for a second and you just shot it.
Well,
I'm sorry I made my trigger action that.
It's okay.
Two attacks, one with. Okay, so its first attack. Oh, it's a turn. And Madame. There we go. All right, so it goes to snap at you, and it just clack together as you just deftly step back. You're completely ready for it.
Yeah, man.
And it swipes out at you with its claws. Also completely failing to do anything. Assuming that, let's see, Panther is next. It's going to try and attack him again. Fruitlessly, but it will.
You guys get this thing. You should definitely skin it and take its pelt.
Kilala.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's funny, Inuyasha music's playing for me for my playlist right now.
Perfect!
So make sure you don't die and you
Kilala,
know,
get
sour
the
the whole
kill!
thing.
Get the kill, Kilala!
Kilala won't. Trust me, Kilala won't get the kill.
I know.
Kilala Nat-20s,
Hell yeah, my girl!
and it doesn't seem to give a fuck.
What the
Ah!
Doubling 0 is still 0.
Nope.
And he hits, and
shit?
it doesn't care.
My child.
There.
No.
I don't know what the trick is.
Mm-hmm.
Run!
Okay, well, I'm
so-
not holding my action anymore. She said it's fucking okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Do I have?
And you
I
guys got
have an
silver
idea of what it
weapons.
might be, but I don't have anything that could test it.
Do you guys have silver weapons?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
I have a
She
rapier.
does.
I do.
This isn't about. It's more just common knowledge. If you're fighting some scary beast that doesn't seem to like being hurt by things, try
Silver.
silver.
Yeah, man.
For silver. Yeah.
I'm stab that bitch.
Okay,
If that doesn't
I'm a-
work, magic.
I would
Mhm.
just.
Yeah.
I would be. I mean, I'm gonna just throw my dagger at it. I mean,
Yep. Chuck a dagger. All right. Roll an attack.
go over here and chuck my dag.
Take this tag.
Take the dag.
Heavy.
20.
Boy!
It's too bad I won't do jack shit.
Yeah, roll,
What's your dagger made of?
roll crit with your sneak attack damage. It's still 0, but
Oh!
This is unfortunate.
all right.
Behave.
Devin,
Danger
you're,
Wolf over here.
Maybe I should.
Aaron,
maybe I should give.
Aaron,
maybe I should
can you
give
rename
Briar
it on
money.
the combat tracker to Danger Wolf?
Maybe I should give. Briar money.
Danger
Denger Wolf.
Alright.
It has to be Denger Wolf.
Danger.
Danger wolf.
Danger wolf.
Denger.
Yeah, this is a Danger wolf.
Super
Super danger. Oh my
Super
God.
Danger.
Super
Super
Danger
Danger
Wolf.
Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Super Danger wolf.
Supreme. Super Danger
Alright.
Wolf. Supreme.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stab it with my rapier that's silvered.
All right, you pull it out, and that is a hit. Roll damage.
Come on, you fuck.
It dies.
Danger wolf.
Oh!
Nope. Son of a bitch!
It
What is-
resists the damage, but as you hit it with it's weird that it doesn't. Because silver should have done more to it. But it, yeah, as soon as you it takes a hit from that, it's gonna pull back.
Mm.
Never mind.
Roll an attack of opportunity again as well.
Oh
you
shit.
and Panther. It's gonna get the fuck away from you.
Oh, okay. So wait, I can still stab
Can't
it.
take too many more of those zeros from you.
Oh god, no. My dagger, he's running away with it.
Yeah, it like thunk into the side of him, and he's joggling off.
Shit. So wait, I can still use my rapier again on my attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, you can use your rapier again.
Sweet. Fuck. Fuck.
Well,
That hits?
Oh, it
Shit.
hits.
Yeah, it
This
doesn't.
thing is weak as fuck.
Do you like my chair?
Classic
I consider
carry.
myself
Classic
an expert in fine
carry.
Classic carry. Somehow.
No, fucking bite him! Bite the shit out of him! Let him know
Do
who's
nothing.
boss. Won't do anything, but fucking do it!
I'm thinking it might be resistant to everything but magic. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you bite at it, it keeps running off. I'm gonna roll a percentile die and see what happens to your dagger. Yeah, it stays with him.
No.
Shit.
This wolf's gonna show up later with the dagger in his mouth and ready for round 2.
Oh my god.
No, he'll still have it in him, and that's how I'll know it's like you.
Yeah, it runs into the bushes, and you hear it moving away.
Great.
I love how it ran
There
away
goes
from
one of my
0
daggers.
damage.
Well, shit.
The fuck was that?
Hmm.
Because its
Yeah, so
its resistances were more than a dire wolf.
Yeah.
what was that?
Hey,
Turns to
Kalala!
Devin.
Yeah, it was the same.
Oh,
Briar.
I mean,
This
probably-
is my friend Kilala. Kilala, this is my friend Briar.
I'm. Hello.
Puts out a wing.
Like,
Digi-destined.
Oh. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. We can head back to camp now. We're good.
okay.
I'm
Devin,
also gonna. I'm gonna
Devin,
hug.
can I ride your panther into battle? Okay.
Kilala's sitting there in like a low growl. And
Hugging Kilala. Hi.
looks at you, and as you come in, she almost gets ready to attack, and then she kind of slowly. There's this moment of recognition,
Oh.
and as you stare into her green and blue eyes, she nuzzles up against you.
Special.
Oh. I'm so happy.
The slow blink thing cats do only when they truly trust you.
Yeah,
Deep breath.
That
it's slow
boy.
blink and it's out of sync, so you know she's also slightly.
Yeah, she's not too bright. We're dumb.
To Mike, it's like, oh, and then blink, blink.
What happened to you while I was away?
Oh, my kitty. Yeah, we can head back to camp now. We can head back.
Okay.
Mm.
Glad you found what you were looking for.
I think we're all glad I found what I was looking for. Look at her. She's beautiful.
She's a beautiful pea.
If I go up close to the panther, what does it do?
It mauls you.
Oh,
What does it do
Just
to the giant bird?
slow.
slowly approach E.
Backs up and kind of looks to Devin real quick.
I nod. It's okay.
Sit still.
Can I do it a feed?
Which
Gonna
one?
eat it?
Just want to give it a little bit of meat.
Oh, you can eat it? Oh, my baby.
Then you can throw it a little treat, little snap it up, and almost a heartbeat.
Briar the secret, sweetie.
I want to pet it.
Mhm.
I want to pet it with not my claws open.
I want to scratch it with my claws.
The claws
love-
are
cats
great,
love them.
though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that? Where'd you find what's her name?
Kilala.
Kilala. Where'd you find her?
Fucking, where did I find Kilala?
Kilala, you found her in the woods near where you first left the Underdark.
You found her in this destroyed demon hunter's village, and
Of course.
next to a broken boomerang.
He's in a dead chick next to it, and I'm like, oh, sweet.
On the boomerang, on the boomerang, you see written in blood, "Why was I using a boomerang?" This seems really impractical.
Oh, fuck.
I should have listened to my DM.
How dare you? How dare you hurt Songo in this hypothetical situation?
I never said it was Songo. You're the one
How
saying it.
dare you?
Beautiful flower child.
She's a beautiful, best girl in
She
the
is a
house.
beautiful best girl.
She is. I love her.
And now
You
she's
start
dead.
heading back.
And now she's dead, and I have her panther barrel.
No, she needs to have 5 of Miroku's children.
It's true. It's true. Oh, yeah. No, I explained that to Gray. I found her in the woods, and we instantly bonded.
No, it took about
She's
8
what I've been
hours.
looking for this entire time.
And now I can leave you, Fox, later.
And now, bye. No,
On the way back.
I'm invested in Strahd now. She's gonna help us.
On the way back, as we're walking, Gar's just like, "You seem pretty upset after that. After we killed that wolf earlier. I'm, sorry if that like really upset you, or it's just something I've learned to do living in the woods for such a long time."
I mean, I get it. Like, it's self-defense. It's just, I don't like hurting animals if we don't have to. It's all it is. Like, I mean, I could have tried to talk to it before we all attacked it.
And then,
Like,
that's
I'll get over it.
And then it got set
Keep
on
that in mind if
fire.
we ever
Some
get into any more.
mysterious force set it on fire.
Yeah.
You could have talked to it while it was on fire.
I'm sure it would have been able to tell me a lot of information while on fire.
Such useful information,
Oh
such
god,
as
everything hurts.
Everything hurts. Kill me. Make it end soon.
Oh, 1 sec, I'll read his mind. Dear God, this is the end. I am to die.
Wow.
Tell my children I love them.
I pray for death, but it cannot come quickly enough.
Jesus.
I'll
And
keep
then
that in mind if
stab.
we-
Oh.
I'll keep that in mind if we run into any more animals in the woods.
Thanks. I'd appreciate that. Yeah.
Walking.
Fucking bros, boy.
Yeah.
I love it!
Now only 4 of the other party members will attack a wolf on sight. plenty of attacks to kill
Three
wolves.
if we're really thinking.
Back at camp, the party's still going pretty hard. You see a couple people turning in here and there.
To what?
They're just hopping into different wagons or tents and going to sleep. Turning into wolves die! Oh no!
Fucking
Exactly
back
what
to
we
camp.
prepared for.
Set them on fire!
fire.
And Devin said we couldn't hurt them. What do we do?
Devin's not here, is she?
We hurt them.
Hurt them real
I
good.
guess we just have to die.
Fucking.
Circle of life, I guess.
We all deal with your everything's dragons bullshit and not hurt animals. Jesus.
to die. Because Devin doesn't like it.
We're so petty that we let ourselves get killed for this.
So we're done.
Oh no,
I don't know,
Jolene's
actually,
getting like dragged away by wolves. Like, fucking Hadrick, help! I would, but Devin said no.
Is that so? Would we know that Devin was the one that signed up with us to kill wolves?
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't think she's brought it up, but she would know.
Mm.
Anyway.
Anyway, sack of shit.
Signed on to kill
Good
wolves.
eye.
Suddenly has a change of heart. No, I love wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Mm.
Lord DM Sama.
Mm.
Yes.
Did my 10 minutes of great music do anything?
I mean, their attitude seems to have not changed. They seem to be still having an amazing time, but everyone likes you.
That's really cool. I want to go over to Alexa.
You're
Alexei's not with the main group still.
Damn, never
chilling
mind.
over by the
My
water.
plan is foiled. I wanted to get better prices from Alexa.
Oh.
Yeah, Alexei's sat by the
Are
water's
there any
edge.
other? Are there any other people here? This is a traveling caravan of like fucking of people who sell shit. Is there any other vendors around here?
All drinking and dancing and singing. Just
Damn.
by looking, there doesn't seem like anyone. I mean, even just looking at Alexei, you would be like merchant.
I mean, I know I'm in a merchant caravan. That's all I thought. Oh well.
How much time has elapsed?
Since Devin left, probably. For them, it's been a couple hours. So yeah, about an hour and a half.
And if drinking good wine and dancing for an hour, how do you think that's going for Jolene?
Well, I mean,
Tolerance.
Jolene's probably asleep in the
I
water,
mean,
floating
do
down the
you-
river.
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want me to make you roll dice? Because I'm prepared to do both.
I don't know, whichever you want me
Roll
to
a
Take it into your
con
own
save.
hands, Jolene.
What will you do, Jolie?
Yeah!
See?
Hell, fuck yeah, girl.
You were getting more and more progressively drunk, and you've achieved the state of drunken clarity. Where you're just like, I am
You were-
fine.
If you were a monk,
I'm
this
great.
is how you got the drunken master specialization.
This is fine.
Dual classes.
Listen, when I said I drank summer wines with my parents, I meant I drank summer wine with my parents.
Oh, damn.
I mean, my parents weren't even there half the time.
Oh, probably not. It was probably with the other girls, the
I
other
did
princesses.
Summer
It's
wine
fine.
with my parents, and there were no parents.
Yeah,
Only a bar.
only me and a guy that they were introducing me to for marriage proposals. Fine.
Oddly enough, after a little while, he seemed legit.
Holy shit.
Hadrick's he's getting on. You've been going hard, but you're still functional. You're just a little tipsy.
I had
Well, I
a
mean,
solid
never-
half hour of good partying in Hadrick.
I mean,
that's
since
all
everyone
he's
else
up
is
for
doing
right
it.
now.
Yeah, the wine is
Time to die.
flowing.
Ashley.
Ashley is sloshed.
I'm just imagining, like, as I was playing, like, someone comes over and I'm just like, I have my loot in two hands, and it's like, I can't drink it, just pour it down.
Fucking, we're
Oh
just
god.
we're just off in the corner, just with wine. Just be like, what do you do with Strahd von Verwich? What do you do with Strahd von Verwich? You fucking kill his face.
Early in
I'm
the
just
morning.
imagining at some point the music just stops. You guys look over. Ashley's just asleep on a log.
Yeah, partying. Woo.
Party keeps going. You all seem to have a good time. Devin and Grier rejoin you guys. What would you two like to do? You're going to join in the festivities? Or you're just going to find a good place to nap?
Grier is going to find a good place to nap. He is not a festivities person.
You head back to the roost, as it were.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, after like an hour of all this going on, is everybody doing the Xanthric dance? Because let's be honest.
He's gained quite the following. There was a couple younger ones before, but they were all sent to bed. So now it's just some of the older Vistana and Vistani that are dancing with him. Yeah, as the night wears on, you each eventually find your place and you sleep, either in a tent or under the stars. The Vistani don't.
I'll sleep on this log unless anyone takes me anywhere.
Hey, you're fairly close to the fire, so it's comfortable there. Morning arrives. A long rest, everybody.
Yay! Nothing changes because I didn't cast any
What do you
stuff.
do with Strahd von Verwich?
Did we change to level
Push
5
him
in the
in
last?
the side.
No, you all level up to 4.
Oh, we level. Okay.
What do you
Are you
do to
pushing
Strahd von
yourself?
Verwich? Nothing. He's immortal.
Also,
I like
also nothing that's not a person.
Strahd von Bearwitch. The best. He's like this big Russian guy who just fights bears.
Yes!
Strahd von Zelovich.
No, cursed. That's the curse.
When Jolene gets drunk, is that her way of speaking? Is that her slurred speech?
No, absolutely not. I would never wish that upon my sweet child.
I am so drunk.
Somebody just
I'm so drunk right now. Wow, I'm really fucked up. Oh man.
Somebody just corrects fucking Hadrick in the morning. It's like, it's Zarevich. He's like, I know.
I was drunk.
I was.
And I'm drunk.
I don't need this negative reinforcement person.
Yeah, sorry, Hadrick. I'm kidding.
You all come to your senses one at a time. Some a little more groggy than others.
That was a good nap.
You all smell the cooking meat. Probably is one of the first things, and you see a couple of Vistana roasting things over the fire. People seem to be gathering up and grabbing food. What would you guys like to do? You're gonna progress on. Irina seems a little antsy. She's standing next to one of the wagons near where you would have woke up Grier. Just observing.
Eyes darting back and forth from the wagon to him.
She's got her back to it. He would be over on the other side. Anyone looking at her, she's just kind of watching the sky.
Can we grab some food from these chaps before we head out?
Yep.
Yes.
If any of you make a move for the food, the Vistani absolutely welcome you to it.
We should ask if they have any potions
Yeah.
that they could spare.
Jolene's gonna grimace.
I mean,
and
Alexei
go to the
sells
river.
them, and we're in pretty much a trader caravan. I don't think they just give them to us.
I know, but we should see if they have any that we could maybe buy or something.
Jolene's
'Cause
gonna
we
clean
don't
up by
have
the
very
river
many, I don't
using
think.
The soap.
Gonna walk up to Alexei, just like, Alexei! Hands out, then just down. Alright, enough of that. We'd like to buy some potions. Shut up, Alexa! I said
Those
Alexei!
Those really chunky ones you gave us last time were pretty good.
Look at Alexa.
Uh,
I heard from the
Alexa,
bathroom-
sell us some potions!
All I heard from the bathroom was, sorry, I don't know that one.
So who's going to go see Alexei?
I'll go with Hadrick.
All right, you guys look for him. He's exactly where he was last night, but now he's sprawled out at the water's edge, just kind of. He's not fully awake. He's just kind of lying there.
Hey. Are you out of commission?
Oh, hello. I'm just taking some time. How can I help you, my friends?
We are going to take off soon. We were wondering if we could browse your wares once more before we go.
He looks from you to Ashley. He seems lost in thought about something for a couple seconds. Sure, come with me. And he starts walking towards one of the lone wagons on the. There's yours.
Is everything all right, Alexei?
I just felt the need to apologize. I feel like you people would not be stuck here if it wasn't for me and mine. He says, walking along. When I was about your size, Ashley, I went to see Madame Eva for the first time, and she told me that I would meet people in the City of Blades and take them to this land. And I kept it out of mind until shortly after coming here and realized that I think a lot of my purpose is bringing you people here. And it's not something I would wish on many. He gets to the back of a wagon and starts rustling through it.
Alexei, we would have went on that mission regardless. I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. Besides, like she said, those cards are basically guidelines, right? It's not like it's something that has to happen.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I still feel bad. He...
Oh, fucking A. I'm sorry, guys.
Alexei, your phone's going off.
Sorry, it's fucking Verizon.
Apparently they can hear me now.
He starts rustling through it, and he doesn't seem to be having any luck finding anything specific. What are you looking for?
Potions. Why do you think you're responsible for us being here exactly? What did you do to get us here?
I mean,
gave us a couple of days of really nice partying and stuff. More like it.
Yes, it was good, but the fact that I keep it out of mind. Madame Eva told me I would bring people here, and I was a small child at that point. Then I met you all. I made friends with you. I like you all. And he says as he produces 3 bottles. I feel like I don't know if it was my choice or if it was something that was just going to happen, but either way, I feel responsible. And he holds out 3 bottles to you guys.
You've been here a long time, haven't you?
Me, I've been here basically my whole life on and off, but Madame Eva, she's been here, I don't even know how long. Longer than I can remember.
Do you
when
think
I was your size, Ashley, she was still this old.
You keep saying that like I'm a kid.
Well, no, I mean that was your size.
Yeah, but earlier you said my size, and then you said you were but a child. Come on
yes,
now.
you're a small girl. I understand you are a lady.
Puffy cheeks.
Don't be like that.
I love these Russians so much.
If you've been here so long, you weren't really around last night whenever the stories were being told. Do you know of the wizard that came by here last year?
Last year, no, I was out in other lands. Yes, people talk about him. He seems to be of some import, but he was from some land of hawks. I don't know him too well. He seems to be a skilled mage. Pity he died.
Well, I mean, shrugs.
Anyways, yeah, he has, he gets 3 bottles, and is there anything else I can help you find?
I can't think of anything.
You know, it's,
Do you have any other wares that could increase the durability of a person's skin, protect them? Do you have anything that could amplify a person's strength?
defense? No, I don't have anything like that. He kind of rustles. He's got a couple pouches here and there that jingle, but he does pick up a fairly small bundle, and he looks at you, Hedrick. He hands them to you, and it's 5 bolts, with shining silver arrow tips.
Ooh.
Oh. These will
Don't
certainly
tell
come in
anyone.
handy. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Don't tell anyone I gave you these.
What do you want back for them?
These are for me to feel better. He hops out of the back of the wagon. Can't have people thinking I do this all the time.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
I'll make sure to put them to good use.
If you'd like, I could take you guys to a shortcut that'll help you get to the bridge. I'm assuming you guys are heading further into the country. Where is it that you are going?
We're going to blah.
Malachi?
Oh yes, I know blah.
The state of our existence.
Next
I
to
love
blah
that
blah
song.
blah.
I don't remember the exact town name she wants to go to.
Malachi.
Malachite. We're going there.
He's like, yes. Then you'll have to make the bridge. I'll show you. And he'll head over to just near the road, and he'll hang out. If you guys have anything left to do.
Before we leave, can Jolene stop by the tent that the fortune teller was in?
Madam Ava's tent?
Madam Ava, yeah. She's
I
gonna
really want to know about this fucking wizard. Nobody knows him.
pokes her head in. Madam Ava,
Yes. What is it?
may I ask a question of you? I don't know how far your reads reach, but
The corners of her mouth turn up as you ask this. She just gestures to a stool.
she goes and sits down, and she's clearly nervous, and she goes, if I go home, will they forgive me? I guess is my question.
No, they will not. You're going to die.
Shush. Silence.
Madam Ava puts her hand on this crystal ball that sits in front of her. There's shimmering lights kind of dancing throughout it. I cannot see what will be, child. I can only see many maybes. But
Right.
I can tell you that there are people who will be happy to see you if you go home.
That's good to hear. That's certainly a start. Just really tense.
I
Like,
see a really old dragon ball.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
stop! She just takes a deep breath and she's like, alright. That's all I can hope for, certainly.
She nods. And are you stepping out or are you staying for a moment?
Probably staying for a moment. Just trying to pull herself together before returning. Sorry.
Think we're good? Yeah, we're gonna.
Okay. Just trying to collect herself. Flash of emotions of distraught, stress, horror, flash, and then she goes to leave.
As all this, Madame Ava stays completely silent. Just as you reach for the opening in the tent and you're about to step out, you just hear from behind you. You'll make a fine princess child.
Gets a big old dumb grin on her face and walks away.
Aw.
Oh, that's like half of it gone. Okay. Half of my stress. This is fine. Everything's fine. Let's go.
You see Alexei and Irina and probably a couple others all gathered near the path.
She's gonna go and join the group.
Join everybody else.
Yep.
All right. Anyone else have anything left to do before they head out?
Yeah, Xanthric wouldn't have trusted the food, so we would have like gone off to hunt for something.
All right, roll me survival.
I believe.
Yeah, no, dude.
Nice
Oh, shit.
squirrel man.
Oh, that's not good.
Well,
You find some nice bugs.
you did it.
Yummy, yummy bugs.
I'm
Oh
not sure.
god.
You find like a big grub bug.
You know what they say, Xanthric.
Juicy grub.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it matters, but one of my wanderer features is I can just find fresh food and water as long as there's something to hunt for.
All right, so you find berries and a couple of things. You're not amazingly full, and they don't taste great, but I'm sure that doesn't matter too much as Xanthric. And you just kind of dunk your head in the river.
That's Xanthric, you did find fresh food. You found all these delicious fresh bugs.
They're amazing.
I mean,
really-
technically, grub bugs are good for protein.
Great
Good.
for protein.
I like to imagine in like a cartoon anime style setup, like he'd have a bunch of berries in his hands, like so many, he's overflowing his arms, and then like he just look away for a second, and like off screen, you see Grier's head come in and pick one with his mouth, and they just go off screen, and Sam is going, "What?"
What up?
I mean, according to this thing, it says you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 people every day.
Yeah, per the location permitting.
Yeah, provided there's berries, small game, or water and so forth.
Beautiful.
We got berries, yo!
Yeah,
Berries, yo!
Who wants super non-toxic berries?
Eating like a drumstick.
Definitely not now.
Cool.
If he brought berries back, I'm gonna encourage him, and I'm gonna eat a berry.
Aww.
Aw.
Also, for the record, like when we went to sleep, I got all snuggled into Kilala, and I went.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Is anyone raising questions about my panther?
Also, yeah,
Like-
Devin is a panther.
Yeah.
So Devin.
Yeah, that's usually the thing Devin would do.
Yo, yeah, I was asleep before they came back. I'm like, oh god, cat!
No, none of that.
I'm fire! I'm kidding.
You wake up, there's a knife between its eyes. Like, what happened? You hear off the distance. I got it for you. It almost had you.
Oh my god.
So,
come on.
This a
Oh.
friend of
I-
yours?
I will approach Panther with youthful optimism
Mm-hmm. What does
until it hisses or snaps at me. Then I'll fucking not.
what does Kilala do?
Roll animal handling.
Roll what now?
Animal handling, Ashley.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, me. Cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're trying
okay,
to
yeah,
handle
dude.
it?
I have.
Also,
I
Aaron,
have
do I get
Ooh, I have a whole 0 in that.
do I get like a sheet for Kilala, or is it just
Everybody loves Ashley.
I'll get you a panther sheet, and we'll make a custom one because she also gets a proficiency and a couple other bonuses.
Would Grier not have also done that earlier? Then?
Yeah, I was gonna. Say,
Here's the thing. You asked. I just went straight for it.
Yeah, man.
Like you asked, and like the thing, and like she nodded at the panther and everything. Ashley just went straight for the kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Youthful optimism.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
Ashley.
It's just doesn't even like.
I told you guys, everything always works out for the best.
You just flop onto it. It's like, man.
Oh my god.
I'm like, kitty.
Oh.
That is a big cat.
Kilala, this is Ashley. Ashley, this is Kilala. I will introduce her to everyone. She's wonderful.
Rough kitty tongue meets Ashley face.
I am happy for rough kitty tongue meeting my face. Hopefully, it did not lick off any skin, but I'm good.
Fucking
Was that an attack?
Rapes off a layer.
Oh my god. Fucking Ashley's face is bleeding. Devin's like,
Turns out, as it licks me, all you see is bone beneath. Turns out I'm an undead.
Oh, I knew it!
I think we always knew.
Mm-hmm.
I am capable of over 10 times this
Oh,
amount.
there's a panther sheet for you. You can put that wherever you want. She
Oh my god.
gets
Thanks for the donation, Final Dream.
she gets your
Bam, bam.
proficiency modifier is going to apply to her armor class, attacks and skill checks. So like that +4 to hit is going to be your level 4, so that's +2 more, so it'd be +6. Armor class is 14 instead of that, but we'll do a custom sheet for her later.
Okay, sweet. Oh no, what do I?
Oh no.
All right, so everyone takes a turn getting to know the big kitty.
Yo.
I will,
Meow.
I will ride Kalala into battle. I'm kidding.
Cat. Meow!
Oh.
Meow.
They go meow.
I've never had a pet.
Oh,
tongue.
Oh no.
Oh.
Boo. What
Um,
happened?
Turns out does not like dragons.
If you just
Oh.
approach, there's this low growl for a second as as you're approaching.
Jasmine, you're
I try to like calm her. I'm
While
like,
I'm still hugging it and like just walked up to it casually, looks over to Jolene. Grr.
I'm gonna. You should make continuation bleach series.
oh, I'm
Shit.
stop. No, I'm calming her with Jolene. I
Yeah,
want
as soon
Jolene
as
to
you
get
High
do-
five, Xanthric.
Reassure
I'm just gonna-
Kilala. The growl just stops. Go on, Hendrik.
I'm gonna walk up to it and very much go, meow. Yeah.
at all.
Oh, it's perfect.
Face first.
Its tail just kind of flicks back and forth.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but that was really racist of you to say.
That's their word.
You don't get to use that word.
Oh.
That's their word.
Coming from the guy who not like several hours ago was like fucking drow.
I'm gonna.
I mean, at least that's like in canon.
I'm going to affirmatively. I'm gonna affirmatively nod at the panther and just be like, "Good. All right, I acknowledge you. Bye."
All right, and I think that's a good time for a bathroom break.
Solid.
Yes. I will stop the timer on which I think we have about an hour left.
Excellent.
Yep, an hour and 5 minutes. Pause.
Ah!
Everybody will now be taking a bathroom break. If you wish to do
Oh,
the same
boy.
or get a drink, do it now.
I didn't get to try and pet the kitty, though.
Oh, don't worry. We'll come back to it. You can put
I
the
like how
Are
I was
you
making an animal
Are you a
handling roll.
secret dragon, kitty?
Yeah. Oh.
Am I just
Secret dragon
exempt?
kitty.
Right.
You're not a dragon, are you, kitty?
I feel like we have
no,
to
you're not
educate
a dragon.
Eric.
As he's petting him, you're not a dragon. No, you're not.
You're not
Oh.
a dragon.
Adorable. Absolutely
You're
adorable.
objectively not a dragon.
Oh.
You're a big kitty.
Meow.
I just love. I have a 0 in animal handling. Fucking Nat19. Hell yeah. Those are the rolls I love, like getting high in. The ones that don't give up. The ones that do not matter. I want to roll. I want to roll low on the ones that matter.
Is this? What does this limiter do?
Eric.
Pass.
I see.
For your own knowledge, this is original Kilala.
What does that mean?
It's in pictures.
Yeah, Kilala.
Oh,
Kilala
oh.
is tiny in Inuyasha, and then it turns into
Oh
big.
my gosh!
I know.
Is that? Oh my gosh! I love
This
it.
little
Yeah.
twin-tailed fox.
But then Kilala is all like go rawr, rawr, and becomes all big, and then she looks like that. Rawr,
Oh shit!
rawr. She's the best.
Panther doesn't do that, right?
No.
How big is this panther?
I can't remember. I asked Aaron if I could have a baby one, and I don't know if he confirmed it or not. I think it's like average adult size panther.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I cannot ride the panther into battle.
Possibly. How big is Google? How tall is Ashley, and how big
You're the second
is-
person asked that today, and I don't fucking know.
I'm being.
I have her below average for females. So,
Yeah.
but not like tiny lolly size like everybody seems to think.
No, she's small. She's not lolly.
Oh my god.
I think she could ride a panther.
I'm gonna ride the panther into battle.
You think I'm not gonna ride my own goddamn panther in the battle?
I'm gonna ride you while you ride your panther into battle.
Oh,
Devin's
okay.
fine with this.
We've already shared a bed together. Riding each other is just a thing.
It's true. It's true.
I have so much questions.
Perfect.
Also, Aaron.
I'm gonna pee all
Is-
this.
That's fair.
Do I just not?
Time to do that.
Did I not have to make one earlier? A roll for animal?
Well, no, because
If
again,
as
you
soon
waited.
as Devin said it's good, Kilo was like, "All right, it's good."
Yeah, because like
Okay.
you had waited, you had approached, and then like you looked over at Devin, and then Devin gave the okay. So
Yeah, Ashley was more, "Kitty."
I was
Okay.
more like
I was just
almost.
wondering.
I might have plopped beside the kitty and like almost kind of ran into kitty, but hug around neck kind of thing.
Oh god.
I might have done something to where if it would have rolled low, then it would have bit my head off, type of thing.
Just one big paw just to ground, lies on top of you.
Teeth in neck.
I enjoy the fact that
It does like the thing
don't
in Lion
know.
King where like it tackles me and then like shoves me down, like pins you, and then bites me, and then I'm dead. Which means then I can get the ranger that has Terra from Final Fantasy VI as a pet, because that was definitely something that was said earlier.
we already have a ranger.
Well, does this ranger have a fucking stoic mage as a pet?
Yeah.
Didn't think so.
Oh,
Although we don't know, like maybe
maybe this is
maybe
her
Kilala
animal
is
form.
actually like some sort of shape-shifting druid.
Yeah,
Kilala
and,
Strahd.
Kilala is.
Don't
Strahd.
even joke about that.
Dude, I'd be fine with Strahd. Just like here's the thing. That's why he brought us here, because he just wanted to hang out in an adventuring party one day.
Fucking top 10 anime betrayals right there. Oh my god. I'm
Kilala.
Like it'd be one of those things. Like that'd be a fun villain. It's just like they brought you here, and you're like, what kind of evil purposes did you serve? And it's like, where's he at? And it's like, oh, I've been here the whole time. I just really wanted to adventure with somebody. You can go home.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You guys, that was fun. I'll allow you guys to live. Get out.
Oh my god.
Took you fucking forever to find me, but whatever.
I was trying!
One of you accidentally learns and like cast Dispel Magic.
What was so? Is this a moment where you're allowed to be fully transparent and discuss what that 12 was for?
That was a random encounter roll.
Oh.
With just so happened to be God Cat or God Wolf.
That wolf was a result of that 12 and then a d4 that I rolled.
We need to track down that wolf and take it down.
Yeah.
We need to get Grier's dagger
With
back.
our
Dagger back.
specifically Jolene should take it down, because Jolene's got the magics that could probably Jolene and Xanthric. They
Oh,
both,
acid splash.
because the rest of us are fucking useless.
It's true.
Hey, as long as you keep in between me and the creature, I'm fine.
But I has a magic dagger.
That might do it.
I don't know.
Probably,
Nice.
it's probably just immune to magic
I'm
or not magical
I'm actually
weapons.
probably gonna hand this over to Grier whenever I notice he doesn't have that he's missing one of his daggers.
Aw.
So like, can we do that while we're doing this this kind of like pee break?
You're gonna run up to Grier and hand him your +1 dagger.
I'm gonna notice that he's minus a dagger, and I'm gonna be like, oh, here, take this.
I just
Oh,
imagine him
sure.
like as a kid, like finding out that if she finds out that she'll give him the dagger. Oh man, I lost my dagger. What a shame. If only there was someone to give me one.
He's not that fucking douchey.
No. I'm
But
kidding.
no, it's one of those things where like, you know, she kind of wanted to keep it because like it was obviously a present from a secret admirer. But at the same time, it's like, you know, they were peeping on Grier too, so maybe it was a Grier present all along.
I'm gonna
He
take
looks at her,
note of
looks
the
at the
cards
dagger.
we pulled.
Did you mark off your other dagger from before, Grier?
I don't think I did actually.
All right, so I'll do that now. So you have one regular dagger and one +1 dagger.
Okay. You sure about this?
By the way, are we back from
Ashley?
break?
I mean, Ashley and Grier are chatting, so if you want to be, yes. But I don't know if everyone's back.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
I'm back.
Oh, Dika muted himself. I was like, Ashley, are you going to
I'll wait. I'll
respond
wait
to the
till we
thing
do
that
something
Grier said?
substantial. I'll wait till we do something substantial. Hit the timer.
Yeah.
I'm hooked on a feeling.
I'm high on believing. Such a good song.
You're in
Mhm.
Wow, wow, wow.
I'm
wow.
looking at the cards we got.
Fun to
'cause
stay at the YMCA. Fucking, when I hear that song, it makes me think of the ending of Shrek.
I was gonna say, you're just doing the Shrek mashup.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Like, oh.
Do you really want to hurt me? Oh!
Do you really want to
Make me
rock?
cry.
Stay
Stay alive! Stay alive! That's like the best fucking part.
Oh. That was way better than it should have been. Really upsetting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love how, like, that scene depicted the dragon's stomach as if it was just this, like, large, like, air-filled empty cavity with digestive fluids. Like, as if that's how stomachs worked.
Oh.
Deco. Did he just like hand me the dagger and fucking bail?
Run away.
He hands you the dagger and disappears, and you realize there never
Ashley.
was an Ashley.
It's just like she hands the dagger and runs off, and I'm like, okay.
Grier
Oh.
was Ashley all along. Grier's like, really like, you know, that dark kind of like, yeah, sure about this, and then it just cuts to him like crouching a little bit. He's like, yeah, sure, sir.
There never was a party. It's always just been Grier.
We're all figments of Grier's imagination. But
He's been in a coma for 3 years.
Oh my god!
He hallucinates us to cope with the fact that he's never had social interaction, and so
He's been
Oh,
trapped in.
he's been muttering to
the other
himself the
side.
whole time.
Oh, he's had social interactions. They've just been garbage.
Oh.
He's just like muttering to himself, turning and doing different voices.
Oh.
Everyone around him thinks he's crazy, so that's why everyone's been helping him.
Yes,
That's how he
thanks.
succeeds.
Little do you know that Grier was Strahd all along.
Oh my god! I knew it!
All we are is one of Strahd's fever dreams.
This entire campaign is Grier on the top floor of that house just playing with dolls.
Oh god!
I'm going to get you, Strahd von fucking Zon von Zarovich. 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 I know the name. Why can't I say the name?
Strahd.
Strahd von Varovich?
Strahd von Varovich.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, sir. Can you
Also, I just
please
noticed
let me
Buddy
and
has
my
left us.
friends go?
You'll never do it. You'll never do it, Strahd, for I have it in my path that will stop you. Ah, I've been destroyed by magic. I don't like dragons. Prepare to... Ah, I've also been destroyed by magic, likely originating from dragons. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, well, I'm the fighter of the group. Just like all dolls just going at it. And I'm going to take you down with my sword. Oh, my sword was ineffective. If only Grier could do something. Fucking the only well-made doll comes down. Fucking, no, my friends! You'll never get away with this, Strahd, but I already have, Grier!
fear.
Never!
Grier
Oh.
is here.
You just fucking throw the Strahd thing against the wall. Ah, Grier, you bested me! If only I had graceful, elegant wings like you!
It's like the fucking Deadpool 2 trailer.
Oh.
Take this, you little asshole. Never.
And also, we're back, all revived by the power of friendship when you destroyed Strahd. Hooray!
Man, what a hunk
Oh
of
my
Grier. Woo!
Grier just shows up, angry face. No one hurts my friends.
Second bird dog. Hello, Grier. I am female Grier. I have not been here, but I saw you being heroic, and we will be married. Yes.
Certainly, madam.
I just want that. I want that to be our campaign. Yeah! Oh.
Turns out, Aaron, I'm not gonna have to go and do that thing later.
Woo!
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
yay!
summed up before we get back into the full swing of things. Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
I've just rolled 2 things for personality traits for Kilala. Do you want to roll them, or do you want me to do it?
You do it. Ooh.
Alright, I already did.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, fuck him. You want to what now? What?
I just was rolling an ideal and a trait and a flaw for Kilala.
Oh my god. What are they?
You'll find out.
Also, Deco, before you left, you handed Gryer the dagger, and he was just like, "Are you sure about this?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I have pork chop in my mouth.
Oh, that sounds great.
God
That's
damn.
in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had pork
she's
chop
eating
in
the
my mouth.
She's eating the berries that Xanthric got. She just looks at him. Well, I mean, she shrugs. I already gave a sword. I already gave the sword to Devin, so might as well give one to you too.
Jesus.
Right. Do you have any weapons?
The only weapon you need is the power of your mind and hope. Also, I have this crossbow.
That's right. You do have that thing. I'll take that dagger.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're supposed to help each other out, right?
Fair enough.
Smiles.
Thanks. And
Alright.
I joined the rest of the group.
Yeah, you're all kind of clumped up at this point, so
I will hit
After that.
resume.
after that, Alexei kind of just chuckles to himself. He's like, okay, follow me. He just looks at Ashley with a pork chop in her mouth, like, I don't eat. He takes you along, following fairly closely with the river for about 20 or 30 minutes. Before there's a small fork. It doesn't seem to diverge too much, but one just seems to divert back uphill, and one follows the river down towards... you can hear the sound of what appears to be a waterfall. He takes the left fork and heads upwards, and after about another hour or so, you come to a large bridge. You follow it as it's clinging to the side of what's effectively now a mountain. And the bridge is this arching, moldy cobblestone bridge that's sprawling across this now huge chasm. As you've been rising, it's kind of been getting farther and farther apart. Dotted along the bridge, there are stone gargoyles
there's my
cloaked in
expectations
black
flying right
and
out the
green
window.
moss on different corners of the bridge.
Touch.
Weather worn. You poke it, it's rock.
So you'd say it's
Shatter. I'm kidding.
So you'd say this bridge was well
hey
constructed.
there, Databits. We can talk about this.
Looks like it's rock.
So it's a rock solid bridge.
It looks wet and stone. On your side, looking down, you can see a waterfall now quite clearly, falling nearly 1,000 feet below.
Looking down the waterfall, would it be would Ashley think it would be possible for someone to fall down there? Let's say a powerful wizard and live.
It seems like it would be quite the feat to be able to do that. But
This must be a powerful wizard indeed.
Oh boy.
She has to keep hope this guy's alive. She needs a powerful wizard.
Oh.
Did you know that Hadrick is a powerful wizard?
He better be.
Of course.
He conjured the demon that possessed his captain and forsook magic, and now only uses his fighter skills.
Can you help me with my problems?
the waterfall pools together and flows off into a layer of fog that's just caused by the mist of the water impacting.
Slightly losing hope.
He's dead, Jim.
Really wants to know more about this fucking wizard since nobody knows his name.
We should come up with a temporary name for him.
Merlin, I'm kidding.
Garfunkel.
Oh my god.
Are you looking for this wizard? Alexei says to you, since you seem pretty intent on it, Ashley.
It's the first thing I've heard about a powerful wizard in these lands. I believe I told you all that I'm still looking for one.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
She shrugs. I mean, if he's dead, he's dead. But if he's not, you know.
Why do you wanna fight a
whatever.
Atlan
powerful
should
wizard?
be dead. It might
If he
be
fell off of
dangerous.
this thing and lived after fighting Strahd, he should be a powerful enough wizard to get to do whatever I want him to do.
Why do you want to find a powerful wizard?
I just have some problems that I want solved.
Like
Chaz?
like demons in your brain, sorts of problems, or less worrisome problems.
Aww.
Kind of like scratches her cheek and looks away when he says that.
Oh.
I see. The dragons are listening, aren't they?
Very. Well,
It's okay.
I
You don't have to tell me.
opened a book
You
and I can't forget it.
What?
Ashley.
Was it a special book or?
It's not like a demon or anything. It's not like there's something possessing me or anything. It's just, it was some sort of magical book, and it had a bunch of names of creatures and a bunch of things they've done, and it just, I can't forget about it, and it's really terrifying, and someone helped me out with it, but, you know,
So you
kind
know
of
for
want to
certain.
fix this whole thing.
So you know for certain there's no demons possessing you, nothing living in your head.
I'm pretty sure if there was, she would have told me.
You're getting the most stony, just dead-eyed glare from Hadrick right now.
I'm sure it's fine.
His hand is just on the handle of his sword, like, you're absolutely positive.
Oh God. Oh dear.
He looks at Hadrick, looks at
Oh.
him going for the sword. I went later on into a forest after I left that place and burned the book. And when I went there, I was brought somewhere really magical, and I met a woman there named Titania.
Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, never.
And she told me that, you know, I could try to forget about it, and taught me how to try, but it's hard.
So there's nothing like in your brain. It's just information.
Again, I'm pretty sure if there was anything there, they would have told me. I'm pretty sure if there's anything there, they wouldn't have let me come in.
If you ever start hearing voices, you make sure you share that with everybody.
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was like... She starts, like, thinking. Actually.
Oh my god.
She starts, like, looking around like, what year is it?
It is the current year.
That was, like, 40 years ago.
40.
In canon.
Hadrick
2
takes
years,
his hand
2
off
years.
of...
In canon, she says that.
Hadrick takes his hand off his sword handle. Alright.
I love how Hadrick doesn't give a fuck that she just said it was, like, 40 years ago.
Oh.
Look at me,
I'd say
Master.
it's
I
just-
thought you were like 12 or something.
Oh, no, time passes a lot differently in the place I went to.
Where did you go exactly?
They called it the Feywilds.
Can I roll? Oh, jeez. I was about to
Oh.
ask if I could roll like a history check to see if I.
She again.
I've
I
heard
told you guys
Yeah.
before. She'd be completely upfront with this information if anyone ever
Well,
asked
it's
her.
more when you mentioned Titania. Could I roll
Yeah.
history to see if like Hadrick's in passing ever heard any legends about any information
Yeah.
regarding that? It's got a -1, so I'm not expecting much out of this. Bop. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I've heard of the Feywild magic?
You would have heard the
Feywild
Feywild.
Okay.
That's something even Hadrick knows about the Feywild. He
Right.
just probably
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck.
Wow.
It was mostly specifically the name that I was rolling for.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Alexei
come
kind
up
of
in books? Yeah.
watches all of this with a look of confusion and bemusement on his face. I'm learning a lot of things about you, little girl.
I'm pretty sure that the woman before knew everything, because when she talked to me, she just called me Ashley. She probably knows a lot. She probably knows more about me than I know about myself. I don't think she would have helped me if I was being controlled by some demon.
Madam Maven knows a lot of things, and yes, she probably would not have seen you if you were immediately dangerous.
Motions to Alexei while looking at Hadrick like, see?
Oh no, I've made my peace with it. Don't worry about me.
This
Anyways.
Madam Ava may know too much. I have to go.
Xanthric, no.
Yeah, I have to leave.
That would not be wise, man.
Yeah.
If you cross this bridge and follow the road, there will be one crossroads you will see. Go west. Do not go east unless you want to die.
What's east?
Yeah, what?
Castle Ravenloft.
Ah, yes. Let's not go that way.
I mean,
That might just be what he wants us to believe.
Don't I mean? We're not walking right into his palace.
We're
no.
not taking the person we're escorting directly to the place that
Yes.
you don't want.
We are not going to. We're not going to deliver them to.
Yeah, like kind of freeze up at that.
Yeah, we are. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere near there.
Yeah, heavens no.
If you take the right path, you will cross the. I'm sure you've seen them when you came to this country. The large gates. There will be another one you will pass through. Follow the road for probably most of the day, and you will find one more crossroads near a windmill. Do not go there.
But I own the windmill. I'm kidding.
And if you're looking for a mage, I've only heard bits and pieces because I have not been back long. But if you ask around Valaki, there might be there's rumors of like a mad mage. It sounds dangerous, but if you're looking for a spellcaster, that
Mad
might be what you're looking.
mage.
Yes.
Not a huge
Turns
fan.
mad dog? Just like out of word association, mad dog? Card?
Mad Dog.
Mad dog?
Mad Dog?
Mad dog? We're gonna look for this guy.
She smiles to Alexei as he says this, like,
Either
see,
way.
meeting you's already made my life better. If you're gonna lead me to a powerful mage,
It may be dangerous, so be safe.
So,
everything will work out in the end.
spellcasters in the group.
Yes.
I've just learned something about Fantasy Grounds that applies to you.
Oh,
What would you happy?
If you go to your Actions tab,
Yes.
you know how there's the two button that says Mode and the button that says Display?
Yes.
Change Display until it says Actions, and then if your spells have any, like, cast or heal or damage buttons or whatnot, instead of having to drop them down, they will just show up next to it, so you can just click
neat.
them without having
That's
to drop
awesome.
down. Yeah.
Thank you, Logan.
You're
That's pretty
welcome. I only just noticed.
Yeah, Alexei bids you all safety, and then you see him just casually stroll back down the path towards you.
can I hug Alexei before he leaves because he feels bad?
Yeah, you give a big hug, which he returns. And plops you down, begins strolling away.
Hey, Alexei.
Yes?
You've been far more of an asset to us than anything else. Don't feel bad about anything, okay?
Alright. I wish you well, my friends. If you need anything else, my camp shall be here for a while, I think.
Nods.
Goodbye, Alexei.
Bye, Lexi.
And he winds down the path, and
Goodbye,
after a few
little
minutes,
Russians.
turns a little corner, and he's out of
Little
sight.
Russian.
I love the little Russians.
Where is this Russia you keep talking about?
I'm pretty sure he's the only one that's spoken to us this entire time, isn't he?
I'm gonna specifically turn back to Hadrick after he's out of sight, and I'm just gonna like look to him, just like, sorry if it seemed like I was holding back information from you.
No, that's your business. I don't want anybody to fully disclose their life to me. It's just, if anybody is dangerous, then certain actions have to be taken.
Well, if I do anything dangerous, then feel free to kill me.
I will.
Smiles. The two people who don't give a fuck about dead things, just fucking kill me. I don't give a shit.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you. If you're already that far gone, then I'm more than happy to seal the deal for you.
And if you ever do anything weird, I'll kill you too.
I'd like to see you try. Trust me, if anything gets in my head, the first sword going through my throat is my own.
Let's not discuss this like it's going to happen.
They're just like fucking talking about this casually as fuck, and they're just like, what the hell?
No. You both will be fine. Everything.
As you reach the center of the bridge,
I just love the way it's said on the thing. It's just like you don't like you have no nothing for the dead. They're the lucky ones.
Yep.
And we're just like, yep, dying.
We both share that trait.
As you reach the center of the bridge, you just looking around, but see this large expanse as the falls open up into this valley below. That sweeps off into the distance through some woods and out of sight. Ahead of you, you see rolling hills that kind of all end towards this mountain in sheer drops as the cliff face, slick and wet, just it's almost like just a flat 90-degree straight down 1,000 feet.
Doesn't sound great. Let's not fall.
Let's try not to fall.
That would be best, yes.
Bits of dust falling from the gargoyles and everything around this
Don't
bridge.
let the cliff face get you down.
Is aged and worn, but holds firm. You all cross the bridge and progress down the road, once again reaching the massive gate. This one in slightly better condition than the first one you encountered when fleeing from the mists of Barovia.
Oh, we can't have that. Shatter.
Oh my
I'm
god.
kidding.
A large, imposing statue standing firm, facing towards Castle Ravenloft. The gates wide open as you stroll through. There's no movement from them. After about several hours of travel, it's getting on. So you guys left in the morning. Where are you now? Give an exact timeline. There to there to there. You're probably coming on a little bit past 2 or 3 by the time you see a large, ragged windmill. Not too far off the road. It's stretched out. You see bits of the cloth and everything that would have made up its different arms have been like tattered off and are blowing in the wind.
Looks at windmill. Looks at windmill deed. Looks at windmill.
Yeah, what was it called?
The windmill?
Yeah, well, what was the one that the deed said?
Let me see if it
I
actually.
remember the lady said the name of it before.
I believe.
And Grier would probably know this because he's the one who picked it up.
Windmill deed. Make sure it says. You would have heard it called Old Bone Grinder.
Are there any I imagine that's probably not the windmill's official name.
Yeah, it's the only thing you've ever heard anyone call it.
Or does the deed say that?
Deed does not say that.
Okay, well then. He was gonna look for signage to see if there was any indicator that this is that
Like
windmill.
Alexei said to stay away from it.
I just wanted to know.
But
The windmill.
There doesn't seem to be any official title for it on it. It just seems to pertain to a windmill. It has locations on it and signings of nobility and stamps.
Okay.
I mean, we could go check. If
He did say to go there.
I mean, I'm not gonna bring up that Alexei said to not go there.
Oh, did we not hear him say that?
no, did he say not to go here? Or did he say not to go just the other direction in general?
He said, "Don't go to Castle Ravenloft because you'll die." And he said, "There's a windmill. Do not go there."
He said that to
Kind
all
of
of
makes
us.
me curious.
No.
Also, if that is the deed to it, and if there's somebody there, maybe you could get it back for a reward of some kind.
Starts inching toward the
I imagine if it was
Towards the windmill we go.
If it was that
No.
simple, he probably would have told us.
Is anyone gonna talk us out of this? Cause like I'm willing to go.
We were just like,
Yeah.
like walking backwards towards it, like we're going over to that windmill.
Don't you think this is a
Like,
bad
I'm
idea
down.
walking forward?
Yeah.
We figured out our way to rationalize adventure. Come on.
I really don't feel good about this.
Oh my god.
This is stupid. As he follows.
Yes, agreed. Following.
I mean, if you agree, then fucking stop us.
Majority rules.
We
Let's go.
fucking said he said not to go there. Y'all are being dumb. What are we gonna be able to say to convince you?
Yep.
Don't be dumb.
I
Well,
don't think it's a good
probably
idea to
not.
put
The
her.
master said it was a good idea.
Think of
so-
Arena. She didn't want to be part of this. Arena, say
Yeah,
something.
she didn't. We're on a mission, guys. We shouldn't detour like this.
That's
Yes.
a good point.
Irina is kind of just blank, staring at the mob moving towards the windmill, one hand on her sword. Like,
Let's.
What do you
It's a
think we
dilly-
should do, Irina?
I want to go somewhere safe.
Why didn't he want us to go near this?
She shrugs. Dangerous?
Okay.
That's my first guess.
That's all I could really think of.
Do you know anything about this windmill? I'm very
Never-
far away, that's why I'm yelling.
Oh God.
I never left my village.
Dude, he just starts yelling at her like, Arena!
Windmill.
Arena, me and you don't talk very much.
We don't
I'm
talk.
meant to get to know you as a person.
Look, she tried to punch me in the face and I caught her hand. As far as I'm concerned, I know all I need to know about her.
Oh.
Do you want to go to the windmill, ma'am?
She's just.
Oh,
I don't think she
let's-
does.
Then let's not.
go.
Let's not go.
But if it's
It's a silly.
we don't do anything.
Which way do you think we
We
should
better
go?
come back here. We better come back here later.
Yes, we can come back here when it's not considered dilly-dallying. Please.
Looks to Hadrick.
But what if we own this windmill and we just don't know it?
What
Then
if
we
the
come
thing inside
back.
doesn't care that we own it?
That's just ignoring bureaucracy, and that's shameful.
Fuck.
He does have a point there, but either way, it's not going anywhere. We
Yes,
can
but
come
it
back
could
to
be
it.
Could be a den of evil. It's our we have an obligation to clear it out. For
We
Yeah.
have
I'm
other
sorry,
obligations right
Hold
now.
on a minute. Who said that we weren't heroes? Because this is starting to sound like we're doing hero things. If
I
they're
just
not
wanna-
bothering us.
I just want to return a deed.
Oh. Aaron,
Again, if Irina says she doesn't want to go and we're kind of doing that as a
that's
mission, she's gonna start walking
fine.
back.
I kick a rock.
He's like dragging her feet a little bit, like dragging her feet a little bit, like I wanted to go.
Let's just
Wait.
walk by every fucking piece of adventure we stumble on. That's cool. I don't give a fuck.
just run in. Consequences be damned.
Oh.
all right.
I just love how how fucking Hadrick, Xanthric, and Ashley are just like, let's go.
I mean,
No.
Hadrick absolutely
We'll
would
have
have
our
no
own
reason
part.
to want to go in here beyond return the deeds, which is you probably should easily talk about it. But at the same time, I want to go in.
We
I
still
also
can
want
later.
What
evil
if-
windmill.
What if there
we
isn't
wanna
a later?
compromise- If we want to compromise for everyone in the party, I would suggest knocking at the door, but that would let whatever's in there know we're here.
Yeah, windmill spirits, windmill elementals can be dangerous.
Oh
Dust
my god!
elementals.
We should burn down the windmill. Get them
All
out.
right,
Well, maybe.
fine. Let's go. Let's
If
leave.
we can't have the windmill,
I
no
want
one
to go
can.
in as
Let's
well,
burn
Logan.
it
Come
down.
back
But-
later after we're dead.
We're not gonna die. Stop saying that. We're going to be fine.
Which way did Alexei tell us to go?
It's called Bone Grinder. What do you think? Fucking.
This is the second
must
fork
know.
you've passed. Looking at where you are, you can either go to the windmill or not, and the other way would take you to Valak.
I guess we'll go not.
I guess we'll go not.
you all start marching on.
What a-
Three of you looking decidedly dejected as
What
the
a-
path gets. It's a very winding road up a couple.
Where did Kilala want to go?
kilos.
That's what I was trying to ask this entire time.
She
I was
sat
like,
next to
make her
Devin.
fucking do a little bit of a sniff. Where does she want to go?
She sat next to you. If you ask her, she'll look at you. And
Yeah, Kilala, which
Nuzzle
way
you.
do you think we should go?
I think we should go to the windmill.
Shut the fuck up, Adam! I think we should go to the windmill.
It looks super awesome. I've been there.
one large.
inside that needs to be
That
killed.
cat's like.
All right, guys. Aaron, what do you say?
Guys.
Sorry, Aaron, go.
One large paw just knocks you over.
Ah!
And it just lies on top of you.
Ah! Little help!
Stabs him between the eyes. It almost got you.
No!
Oh my god.
What is it just like? Is it just like playing around?
Yeah, it's just knocked her over.
Alright.
We're playing a
Wow.
horror campaign.
What a
Oh my
lovely
God.
adventure we've had through fucking Barovia. What a peaceful, risk-free venture we've had. All right, let's get you where you're going. All right.
Dude, fucking, I hug Kila, like, no, come on, now's not the time to play. We have to decide where we're going and try and, like, get out from underneath her.
As soon as you like get off, she's like, eh.
I don't think the cat cares.
Oh,
Yeah, you being strangely dejected as the path itself curves. You head northward and then it curves back down kind of southwest for a bit. And so there's a brief, like, 20-minute part of the journey where you're just looking right at the windmill. You can see Hadrick looking longingly along with Ashley and Xanthric.
What if it's the gold? What if the gold's in there? The gold that we
That
don't
might have
know
been so
about.
much-
What if,
And-
what if the sleeping prince is in there? The thing we're supposed to wake up and help us.
Maybe we should
Then
go
it
back.
turns.
I just really think that. I just really think there's things to do. That's all.
I agree.
How close?
Briar
How
turns
close?
to
is-
Hadrick.
how
After we
close
get
is
her
the
where she's
city?
going, I'll go there with you.
Did
Okay.
did
My
did
guard
Alexei say
senses are
the city
tingling.
was close?
It's gonna take most of the day to get there.
Okay, so like it's not that far away from the city. We can probably go back.
We
Right.
can absolutely go back, and Grier's willing to once we get this lady where she's going.
Yeah.
Tico,
I'm
you
just
look.
gonna pat Hadrick on the shoulder as he's just looking back. Like,
My guard senses tell me something. There's something nefarious in there.
I know, right?
I imagine there is because we were specifically told not to go there.
Yeah, fucking. Let's all.
And you just believe them?
We're gonna
I mean,
take down Strahd. Ooh, we're by Band of Runner Adventures. Gonna get out. Gonna take down Strahd. Ooh, scary windmill though. Far be it for us to go into the scary windmill.
You progress.
None of this is in character.
Aww.
Are you
God
just
Really
damn
hoping it
it.
was.
like, what if he just has a character flaw of just getting really disappointed at things?
Hold
no.
on. Hold on. 1 second. Let's see if we can. No, I've got nothing. Let me make sense of this. This is all just me goofing.
You guys progress for most of the day. It's still light out when you get to the edge of the city. Oh, I say city. The town. Coming up to it, you see houses moving along. There's some smoke coming from different chimneys. You see more people in the streets than you did in the village of Barovia. Just even at this distance, and they're not darting as nervously as before. Approaching the town, you look at it and you see kind of a small valley in between the woods as it nestles down. In your travel towards the town, you've seen glimpses between the trees to the north, this massive lake, which the town seems to rest quite close to, about not even 5 minutes out of the town you could get to it. Fog still kind of hangs over everything as you're getting there, and as you get close to the town, the dirt road ends right at a set of sturdy wrought iron gates with a pair of figures standing behind them.
We pushed our charge forward and run back to the windmill.
Flanking the road on either side, outside the gates, are about 6 or 7 pikes planted in with wolves' heads impaled on the top of each one.
I
There's a
instinctively
50
look back to Devin.
The walls around the town are 15 feet high. made with thick wood logs, and this mortar. So it's like this kind of blend of stone and wood. The top of each one of these quite massive logs, like tree-sized logs, are sharpened to a point. And you can see, even from down below, you can see that there seems to be people walking at different points along the top of it.
Oh.
Do the guards do anything as we approach?
As you look, you see two guards, one male, one female, carrying pikes. They don't seem to be reacting at your current distance. You're still not quite up to it. Are you just coming straight up to the gate?
Ashley will definitely be walking forward. I don't know if anybody else wants to walk with her because she's not the greatest, I guess, at talking to people when I get low rolls. But
Jolene will go with
Cedric
you.
would walk
If
with her.
Jolene's going, then Hedrick's going.
Yeah.
and we're just fucking all walking up there, and we're gonna talk.
Fucking
to
just
these
chain of events of like, well, if you're going, I'm going. Well, if they're going, I'm going. Well, if they're going, then I'll have to make sure they don't die.
There's no reason for us all to not go, is there?
I've been possessed by
No?
some evil spirit. I'm now walking back towards the windmill. No.
Oh no!
I've been possessed by
I
Strahd.
wish to approach the guard.
Not
with my
sure.
friends.
All right. As you approach, the guards kind of bring their pikes forward, and you can see that the gate itself, the gaps in it, are actually large enough that they could easily attack things through it. It seems like this is a common defense they use. And the male guard's like, "Who goes there?"
Steps.
Looks to guard.
Irina. It looks to Irina.
Steps forward just with smiles.
Do you, I mean, you know more about this place than we do.
I've not left my village in a very long time.
Hello there.
Oh dear.
Jesus.
Hello.
We are travelers. Wishing to come inside the city walls.
He looks at you suspiciously.
I will show them my pamphlet. Now I will do like a.
This is where we're trying to move Irina to, right?
Yes.
Would this be a good time?
We have a
Probably
companion.
shouldn't say
that's
why we're bringing Irina here though.
We seek refuge here. We come from we're from the town of Barovia.
He kind of looks to the female guard, who nods at him for a second. Roll me a persuasion check.
Roger, Dodger. Please let
Does
me
Ashley's
in.
little tune work?
15.
Yep.
Oh.
She gives him a brief nod and grab one of the bars together and drag it open.
Thank goodness.
He brings his pike kind of to rest at his shoulder, and as you walk in, he's like, "I'm sure you know this, but no trouble."
Absolutely.
Of course.
And thank you
Make sure
very
you're-
much.
Devin does a crossing her heart motion.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
We passed something rather ominous on the way here. It looked like it was in disrepair. Do you know anything of the windmill down the road?
I mean, none of us go there. We hear that there's some things making a nest there, or ghosts.
Like a dragon nest?
Oh my
A
god.
lot of rumors.
Does the windmill
I
have a
don't-
name?
We just call it Old Bone Grinder. It's what people call it. It was the last, I don't know, 100 years or so. My father's father called it that.
Is there anywhere around here that I can get some documents looked at?
I wouldn't know too much about documents. I just guard the morning gate.
Of course. I was mostly asking if, anywhere like some sort of hall or something, some sort of place where just shrugs people do
realty.
business.
Take a look through the main thoroughfare. People might be able to help you there. I know the noble families would know more about stuff like that. I'm not sure how many people in the city can actually read.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh.
I give him a little toot 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 with my pamphlet, like.
No.
The Blue Water Inn would probably be your best place if you wanted to find somebody. That's where most people make their daily meals, or if they're going for a drink. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother the Burgomaster, but Baron Valkovich, he may be able to assist you.
She's gonna smile to him, and she's going to. Again, she doesn't know how people react to this, but this guy just gave a lot of information. She wants to give him a couple of gold if he'll accept.
Oh yeah, how much you giving him?
She's gonna give him 5 gold.
He absolutely hands it. He kind of
Thank you for your information, sir.
He pockets it and kind of looks around. All right, guys, keep it safe. And him and his compatriot, who he tosses 2 of the coins, just shoulder in and slowly close this like iron gate.
Well, that's not fair. He has 3 and she has 2. I'll give her 1.
Oh boy.
That is the fair.
I give away money like it's nobody's business. This is great.
Jesus.
It's true, you do that.
You do
I
that.
told Aaron I would because he gave me all the money that he did.
All right, so we're here, I guess.
Yep.
Looking at the town, there's one major road that runs east to west all the way through it, arching kind of up and down, with looping roads moving throughout the major areas. This is much larger than the village of Barovia. The village of Barovia seeming to have maybe a couple hundred people.
What if I could sell some drugs?
This town could maybe have even up to like 1,000 or so people.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Finally, something a little bigger.
I look back. I look back at is it Irina? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
I look back at Irina. We're here now. Where would you like us to take you?
The Burgomaster might not be a bad idea. He would have the best idea of where I could stay if I'm looking for some sort of safety. We could also
Actually,
visit
they
the
told us about
church.
him a minute ago.
The church would be another place. It's generally hallowed ground. That would, I would feel comfortable there. And of course, I can always go for a drink. Whatever's good with you.
I think
now that we're
securing you a
behind these
place to
walls,
stay, ma'am, would probably be the best thing to do first before you have your drink.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's go speak with the Burgomaster. The other 2 seem very easy to get a hold of. Like a church can't very well just fucking tell you no.
I mean, maybe.
Fucking,
don't know how it
I'll
works here.
snap their necks, man. That's how I'll do.
Oh.
Damn.
Moving along the road.
Being the social little flower I am, can I walk up to somebody and ask for where to find the Burgomaster?
The Burgomaster. Yeah, you grab a person that kind of eye you. And,
Hello, sir and/or ma'am.
It's a younger boy, probably about 17.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
We're travelers. We're looking around to find the Burgomaster's place. Could you tell us where to go?
Do you know him?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I haven't seen you around. He's just, if you follow the main road for a couple minutes and then take your first left, follow it until it curves, you'll get near his place. I wouldn't bother him too much though.
Why's that?
He's a busy guy and he's trying to make sure everyone's ready for the festival.
The festival?
Yeah.
Man, we're running into a lot of special events lately. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
We just finished the festival of don't tell anyone, but I can't remember it. We had to like parade dead wolves' heads through the city. He thinks if the people here are happy enough, then we can make it feel a little more like home and maybe drive off some of the evil of the land.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
I mean, so you parade
All
dead wolf
right.
heads through the
Roll
city?
me deception.
Oh god! Oh no!
Oh, Ashley. Oh, Ashley, don't fuck it up. I believe in you, Ashley.
Do it, Ashley.
I
I
got 12. It's above average.
not bad.
It's above average. Like
I'm optimistic.
I hope.
He kind of looks at you for a second, like eyes narrowing. He's like, okay.
Just smiling back at him.
But he's preparing for, he's calling it the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Oh.
Why?
He wants to,
Okay.
it's going to be a big bonfire, I guess. You'll probably see it sooner or later. He's planning on setting up
Will there be
giant
performers
orb
there?
that he wants to set ablaze. Probably. He likes to make big events of it. Just be careful, okay?
Well, thank you very much, young man. Pat,
Be
pat.
careful of what?
Yeah.
Just like hop up.
I have to hop up to pat him, yes.
Oh.
Can Xanthic like pick her up to put her right?
Oh.
Runs over, grabs a stool, puts it down, she steps up on it.
Pat, pat. Steps down.
Yeah.
You've been very much help. I hand him 2 gold.
He's already walking over.
I keep my 2 gold.
Perfect.
It's like, I'm not gonna chase the boy down. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
You don't want no gold? I'll keep it. I just look back to everybody just smiling.
Smooth.
Oh.
Well,
Arena's kind of looking around like, weird bunch here. At this
Yeah,
point,
they parade wolf heads around. It's kind of weird.
looking to the south here, you can see like a large stockyard, and you see sheds and a couple warehouses. It seems to be either some sort of show area or industrial area, but there's lots of wagons and things in that area. To your east, you see a split in the road with the main road. Just heading farther up, you see a large inn off in the distance with smoke coming in from it, and looking down the road, you can see what appears to be a town square.
I look to Irena and I look to Hadrick and I look to everybody and I'm just like, should we go straight to the Burgomaster's place?
probably.
Probably the best idea.
Then
Yeah.
let's go.
The sooner we get Irina to safety, the better.
You just want to look at the
Check out that
windmill.
windmill.
She's wondering like why like this guy's somewhat intimidating because that's like 2 people that said not to mess with him and she's just like, I want to know who this is.
Alright, if you head towards the Burgomasters Mansion, you cross into the town square.
Maybe he's a powerful wizard. Who knows? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The stores and homes in the town square all decorated with garlands, and they have painted boxes with tiny dead flowers.
Oh.
The garlands themselves are all, some are falling down, some are like, it seems like this is like a birthday party that went really hard, and this is like the day after and no one's cleaned up.
Oh.
Looking at the north end of the square, there's an array of stocks, and there are several men, women, and children chained in the stocks wearing crude plaster donkey heads, like paper mache, effectively.
Ah.
Ew.
In the center of the square, there's people in clothes that are like made of multiple fabric, kind of misshapen and patched together. They kind of, a couple of them are looking over at your group suspiciously, as they're using different objects, for anything from a cup to bowls to vases, pulling water from this crumbling old stone fountain. At the center of it, there's a statue of a large imposing man facing west. And every place you look, you see different papers posted up saying, come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, in caps. The Baron.
The Baron.
And over a few of them, you see a couple dudes in leather armor and people hobbling around.
Is anyone... Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, is anyone whispering about us? Anything that I can pick up?
Looking at them, some of the people I use suspiciously are at the well are just kind of asking, who are they? Do you know them? Are they from out of town?
Alright. Okay.
So you see a couple people muttering something about the Festival of the Blazing Sun. And you see several guard-ish looking guys. They're got a bit more ragtag. They've got patchwork armor. You see I need to get a picture of you. I think I've got one.
Oh boy.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. I come with a portrait now. That would be under. There's no direct portrait of him. All right. You see, one of them is wearing this fur armor, like bright white fur dangling down from his shoulders. He's got this thick armor. He's fairly well built. And he's carrying a fairly large war axe in one hand. The hand he's carrying it in is malshapen and much bigger than a hand should be. It's got like claws on the end of it, almost reptilian shape. He definitely stands out. You see a few of the people at the fountain, while not immediately, they seem to shrink away from him slightly. He barks over to something. You can see Jolene. He's telling them to tear down different paperwork, and they start ripping down a lot of the notices that talk about the Wolf's Head Jamboree and start posting up another one. As they pass you, they plop up one you can read. It says, "Come one, come all, the greatest celebration of the year. The Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well. The Baron."
The Baron again.
Something tells me it's not all gonna be well. I'm just saying, they keep like pushing forward with that.
Jolene's just gonna keep looking at this guy in his weird hand and just kind of absentmindedly, just like, what the hell? Okay. And just kind of shrugs and keeps going with the group. But probably, like, brings the group's attention, maybe? At least Hadrix, like, that guy has armor, fur, yeah.
Oh yeah, any of you looking at him, too,
Big.
you can see his huge
Oh,
ass
yeah.
arm.
I see.
Oh yeah.
She, like, covers her mouth and tries to not, like, impolitely giggle at it, but still really funny.
Hadric's like, I want that armor.
Are we still moving, or?
Yeah, that's what you'd see immediately in your time there. If you want to keep progressing, you pass right by them. A couple eyes cast your way. At one point, you see this imposing dude kind of just watching you guys. Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I just love how half our party is wearing like jet black and like some other things. One of them is wearing like freaking guard armor, but not being a guard from here. And then there's two just wearing bright ass fucking things. And it's like we are a rather conspicuous group, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said there was a big dude looking at us like suspiciously.
Yeah, the guy with him. He's not looking suspicious. He just seems to be eyeing you.
Jolene's
Again,
just
everybody's
really-
kind of eyeing us though.
Yeah. I mean,
Gives him-
we have like a fucking pink-haired princess and a birdman with us. I think we're pretty noticeable.
Yeah, it's okay. People can stare. Waves at him. Just politely. A little nod in his direction.
He sees that as a challenge and shoots you.
Ah!
Yeah, if you nod at him, he kind of looks away, continues about his business.
Okay.
Wow, this town's so nice.
Something like that. Sure.
I miss the other place. I'm kidding.
I miss Neverwinter so much.
I miss Barovia. I'm kidding.
I miss my swamp.
Carrying
fine
on,
here.
You,
I miss the wilds.
I don't tend to miss places.
Except the windmill!
You've never been to Neverwinter, that's probably why.
Or have I?
Dun, 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 dun. I was there as a small child. That's where I got my first kiss. Anyway.
You, as you approach the gates of the Burgomasters Mansion, you see people coming and going. For the most part, you see a lot of commoners, people in tattered rags or general like just tunics and like almost like a rope belt, and they're bringing bundles of twigs, which you can see piled up outside, and you can see some people bringing them in.
If people are working, I'll be sure to like not stay out of their way, but make sure I'm not in their way. Like I'm not just gonna push my way through.
Yeah, as you enter, doors are closed right now, but like you just saw some people leave as you were approaching.
If people just left, I would like to approach and be like, "Excuse me."
Oh, the gate's open, but like the front door
gate's
itself
open.
is
Okay,
closed.
Never mind.
Yeah, the gates to it is open. It's the front, like large, black kind of shimmery wooden door. Doesn't really let on much in right now, but there's bundles of twigs surrounding it. There's even through the windows at the front, you can see there's a significant amount inside.
Why is this guy getting so many twigs? So the door's closed?
Yep.
Stinky, my panther's here.
You can most certainly try.
Is there a knocker, or do we have to knock it?
It's a plain old door.
Okay, so I'll let a knock come out, since Grier doesn't want to get near any doors. They're gonna eat him.
Oh, that's true. He's just
Grier and
standing
Sherry
like 5
share
feet back.
door phobia.
All right. You knock, and a couple seconds go by. A couple more go by, and then the door slowly opens, and a maid standing there in a fairly formal attire kind of regards you all briefly. So, I assume you're on here. You're all here with business for the Baron.
Yes, ma'am. Gives a bow.
The Baron, that is the Burgomaster. The Burger, yes.
The Burgomaster, yes.
Yes, okay. I'm sorry, listen,
Burger
I spaced
Mouser.
that mid-sentence.
The Burger Baron. The Baron of Burgers.
The Burger Baron.
She has this very
Oh, come here.
she's got strong poise, and she's got this smile kind of plastered on. She
He's
nods,
a Baron?
and she opens the door and gestures for you to come in.
I'm not one to look before I leap. I expect that of my comrade, so I'm going straight in.
Oh, I have some issue. But I'm a little worried about it.
I'm gonna take a pretty princess-esque posture and all of that, but she's... Julian made a face when she heard that he was a Baron, but... Women.
It's like, is he actually a Baron, or is he the Burgomaster?
Yeah.
He
Both?
seems to be what he calls himself.
Oh, God. Okay.
You step into the to the threshold, and you see immediately a large portrait at the top of the stairs, with these lovely people.
Ooh.
And the maid quickly ushers you into a side room. There's a couch a lightly going fire. And she's like, I shall inform him of your arrival and prepare some tea.
Wonderful.
Okay.
She steps out. The door is left open.
Well, that's just rude. I closed the door. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Not the front door, but the door to the room you're in.
Are there any windows in this place?
Yep, there's windows to the room you're in. Looking out, you can see the front lawn and
Can I
some
inspect
of
the bundles of
those-
twigs?
Oh.
Yeah, if you take a look, you go up and pick one up. It's I won't even get you to roll a perception check. It's a bundle of sticks.
Can I gleam that they are there for any sort of purpose? Like, do they look like they are tender for firewood, or
I
do they
mean,
look
we
like
just
they're gonna build something, or like what? Like, they're probably not gonna build something with twigs, right?
isn't this for the big celebration?
Yeah, you would have found at least near them probably more posters for the Festival of the Blazing Sun, and it seems like they're planning on using these for a large fire.
Oh, are they just like random posters that like are just like on a stack or something?
The ones, yeah, that you would have, there'd be piles of them. In
I
different
will
places.
take a single poster.
All right. Yeah. Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival.
Yeah,
of
we
the
read
Sun,
this. Rolls it up.
Shine, yada yada yada. The Baron
Rolls it up. Puts it in my pack.
A few minutes pass, and the maid comes back in with some tea. She'll hand it out to whoever will have some.
Takes tea.
Nope.
Okay. Jolene's gonna take it, but
I'm good.
She smiles at you all, and she says the Baron will be with you shortly. She steps out again, and about a minute and a half or so goes by. You hear steps coming down from the main staircase when the doors open, and a man is thrown in onto the ground.
Man is thrown?
Yes.
Ugh.
He kind of gets up to his knees. He's shaking a bit. And you hear a composed, very overly officious voice being like, "And what's this?" come from the stairs. The man reporting, it seems to be one of the guards you saw from earlier, not the largest one, but one of the guys in the kind of the patchwork leather armor. Throws him down. He's like, "I found this one spreading malicious unhappiness, sir." And you see the man in the portrait steps down. Regal red robes, bright colors. He's got rings on just about every finger. He looks down at the person, and you see him talk quite quietly, but Jolene, you could hear this.
oh
You-
boy.
You see him being like, "Is this true?" He asks the occurrence of it, and the man is weeping at this point. The Baron straightens up, resumes his posture, and smiling, he looks at the gentleman at the door, and he's like, "The stocks, then." And the man is then dragged from the doorway. And
Jolene's gonna sit down and cross her legs and begin to twist her ring as her leg just bounces. She's not very happy right now.
I will just be sitting and taking a sip of my tea like nothing happened.
Andrew put his hand on her
He's
shoulder. Stay
Irina,
composed.
I'm
is
fine. I just...
basically in the same state. She seems tensed up.
Xanthric will pretend to drink tea, but is really just like hurling it over his shoulder when he thinks no one's looking. Perfect.
You see, like, you hear a splash of tea making contact with a window.
As Jolene is twisting her ring, she's just... It's just... typical. It's fun.
The man in the red comes into the room, and he makes a deep bow, and he's like, "Baron Vargas Valkovich, Burgomaster, at your service. To what do I owe this visit?
I have an important question that I wanted to ask you a while ago, but
Ask away.
I had gotten those documents before, and there was a name put on those documents of who owned them, and there was even the family seal that I had gotten. Correct?
You got the family seal. I don't believe the documents had any specific names. It might
I
have had
remember
some
it being
family stuff.
some name was said on it.
It
It
would
was in
say
the house,
in your
not the windmill, the house.
on the home one. Check. It should be in your inventory. It'll have it marked in the item if it does.
Okay, because it just says house deed. It just says a deed to the house.
Oh.
Like it was
that
the
would
either way.
be-
I know we heard a name from it. I'm just gonna have Ashley sit up and she's gonna put down the tea and she's like, "My name is Ashley. This name."
That'd be Thornbolt if you're talking about the
Thornbolt.
family.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Ashley Thornbolt. She's gonna give a bit of a bow.
The moment he enters, Jolene composes herself and Princess Jolene of Neverwinter tilts her head.
Your name's not Thornbolt.
You don't know what my name is. I never told you my name.
I can't watch.
That's true. Okay, revising that. Your name's Thornbolt?
She just smiles.
All right.
The
I rolled
there's
Dispel
still-
Insight to see if I figure out what you're doing. I got a 4, so.
Still not breaking his smile. He's like, yes, and the purpose of your visit. Sorry, I'm a very busy man. We have a festival coming up.
Oh,
Yes,
of course,
so we've
sir.
heard.
I motion over to Irina.
We're looking for shelter for our friend.
Refuge due to the pursuance of a dark entity.
Maybe we should.
This-
Can
No.
I cut her off before she says anything about Strahd?
Please do. Well, it's a dark entity, but
As we seek refuge, and Jolene's talking. Well, you see, sir. Just kind of like interrupting.
gives her a look. But okay.
The lady here seeks refuge from her home. Barovia is not a very great place to be nowadays, as you know. I'm sure.
Ah, yes, I've heard bad news of Barovia. Roll me deception. It's definitely not as safe as Valaki.
No, of course not.
Damn.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
That said, what specifically are you seeking refuge from? I've known few to ever make the journey.
She kind of realizes she didn't say that correctly, and she kind of like just like, gives a bit of like a cough, like. And
she's
going
being
to...
pursued.
By a suitor.
There's a very powerful person that's pursuing her and trying to, how can I put this? Take her life from her, essentially. The exact person that it is, I don't want to say of no consequence, but of little importance, in that this young woman's life could be entirely taken from them nonetheless.
There are few people of power in these lands that I couldn't deal with. If you'd give me his name, I could have him appropriately disposed of.
Holy shit.
You think that you could dispose of Strahd?
Oh my god.
We can only get so far on deception. If she lives here, she's gonna eventually get questioned anyways.
He
That
steps
wasn't
back
me.
for a moment. There's a roll me insight.
I'm gonna roll
Hedrick.
you the most insight. This is the most insightful insight you're ever gonna see! It's a 14! That's not the most insight you've ever seen, but it's definitely insight.
It's not bad.
You see the briefest loss of his smile for a moment as he regains his composure. And no, I don't care to say I could destroy the devil, but we have plans underway.
Oh.
Do you?
And those might be.
We plan to free this city from this darkened land. But first we must remove its taint, its
I'm Frederick. And I'm
infectious
Jim. And we're
depression.
your escorts.
This is a land of dread and sadness. If everyone were to be joyous and happy, the influence of this land would surely lose itself.
That's why. Interesting. Okay.
So, somebody that is trying to escape from Strahd should fit right in here.
Absolutely. We welcome you to this city. If you wish to stay here, then you're more than welcome, although there will be many visitors. Otherwise, you could try and make yourself comfortable at the inn. I could send someone ahead if you'd like. The festival's only a few days away, and I can't imagine it taking much longer than that before we're all safe, far away from this place.
Can I,
Ooh, that sounded odd.
I
Odd
want to
wording
insight
there.
check this guy to see if he's being truthful with us about wanting to take down Strahd.
Sure, roll it.
I can't imagine anybody being happy about Strahd.
Yeah.
Well, seems legit.
He seems confident and assertive about it.
He might be, but whether or not he can is a different story, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Trying
wondering
and
if he's
able
just
to.
gonna
Well,
turn her over to him.
hold on. You say liberating the land and then refer to another location. What do you mean?
Well, it's simply that. I'm assuming once the influence of this darkened land comes away, we'll be brought to a safer place. The mists of this land will recede, and we shall be in true Barovia.
Alarm just went off.
Oh.
As he says this.
Interesting. Yeah.
Do you believe that this land, I mean, if you'll excuse me, sir, would be the place that others can travel to? Do you know of the Vistaya?
The Vistani,
The Vastani, that's it?
That's the one.
filthy spies for the devil. Why?
I know, I have heard of them that they go from one land to another. Do you believe that land be the place that you would go?
Anywhere other than here would be preferable.
And everyone in this location at the time of the liberation, if you will, would be free to go as well?
As long as anyone bound within the city is not spreading the corruption of this land, I can't see why not.
That's
The
wonderful
corruption
news.
of this land. Okay. Jolene's just sitting there, trying to seem as patient as possible.
So where exactly would she be staying?
Wherever you'd like. If you were hiding from the devil, I would recommend staying at the inn more than here, because you can invite people into your room, while many are free to come and go from this place as they please. It's a little difficult to know exactly who you're keeping out, and if the devil is fixated on her, I would, for the safety of this festival, like to make sure that we are both safe.
Is there a safer place? What of
were
the church
considering
of the church
possibly
of this city?
The church would be a fine place to speak to. It is hallowed ground. The priests are, whenever I've met them, more than cordial, and they've yet to do anything against our city's code.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yes,
You're very kind to speak with us on such short notice, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm happy to see more happy faces and bright colors in this city.
Smiles.
The church itself is near the... which gate? It is near the Sunset Gate.
Then
If
I
you just
suppose it's
follow... if you just follow the road and then take a left on the main road, it'll take you right there.
Is there anything that we can do to help with your preparations? I heard that there will be entertainers. I am a bard.
That would be marvelous,
No.
he says, his smile getting almost bigger. But if there's no more business, I would ask you to be on your way. If you need any assistance in accommodations, by all means return. I can have someone sent for you. Otherwise, I'm a busy man.
And surely our arrival won't be notified to anyone.
Of course not.
One final thing, sir. Just so that we know how things work here, we should probably avoid those in those masks, correct?
Oh, those criminals? Yes,
Sorry.
they've broken laws and shall be punished. If they do not learn, then they shall be punished more severely. Can't have people spreading their vile unhappiness throughout my town.
Of course, sir.
Either way, he bows while backing towards the door, smiling his Cheshire cat-wide smile. As he...
you must show me your dogs next time, sir. I would love to pet them. Motioning to the picture.
I believe you would love them.
Till we meet again, then.
Until we meet again.
Well, if we have no more business here, I suppose we ought to get going and get her to either the church or the inn.
Yeah, what are you? It turns to Irina. What are you thinking? The church or the?
Let's walk and talk. Let's.
Yes.
I'm thinking back to fucking Barovia at this point.
Church sounds like a safer bet.
She, walking along the road, silently mutters back that I'm not sure this place is any more safe than Barovia. I'd agree with that.
This place seems incredibly insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are there any other towns around?
Other towns? There's Kresk, and there's the Abbey of St. Markovia, but I'm not sure exactly what's been going on over there. Jolene, you see atop several of the rooftops, you see ravens just perched around, all watching you guys.
Jolene sees this?
If she chooses to point it out, you'd all see it, but she just has the highest passive perception.
Don't. It feels like the birds are watching us, and she's trying to say this with a smile.
What do you think of that, Grier?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Oh my god!
Considering
it's already happened to us once before.
Since he suggested we stay at the inn, I honestly think that we should. I think that we should go for the church myself.
I agree with that. Do you mind if we continue this conversation outside of the building, please?
I thought we were outside already.
Are we?
Yeah, you're walking and talking.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all.
Again, that's why I said this. That's why I said this place seems fucking insane. Like we were out of there.
He's got machinations, definitely, and I wouldn't trust
Are you
him too
kidding?
far.
This place is. He's punishing people for spreading negativity.
Yeah.
Punishing them, putting them in the stocks with donkey heads. I think that makes an ass more of himself than anyone else.
Yes, but given his position and given the fact that he can do that, seems like probably.
Well, of course he can.
We probably shouldn't be too into it.
Well, from what I've been taught, you're never. Well.
We don't particularly have the resources to challenge the entire local government.
Oh, of course not.
It's true. Irina.
Also, have you seen those dogs in that picture? They could eat me.
Irina mentions just after she's like, speaking of the inn, I wouldn't be too afraid of that. At least I know the Martikov family owns that, and they've been quite kind to most people.
Well, then that sounds like a good idea.
I was just worried that he's the one that brought it up to you. If you feel as if it's fine, then we can definitely go there instead.
Either would be amiable to me as long as we have a roof for the evening. She looks up towards the sky.
Well, I'd rather be in comfort than somewhere that may or may not house another vampire in the basement. So let's go to the inn.
All right.
She takes a right at the road, and about 4 or 5 minutes of walking, you end up in the Blue Water Inn. As you all cross the threshold, you are greeted by a slightly dumbstruck person who is standing there staring at Grier.
We walk into the inn and this happens?
Yeah, as soon as you step through the door, they kind of just become transfixed specifically.
Depending on how much more you want to get into, Aaron, the alarm went off a while ago.
I figure once we bunk down for
I'm
the night,
just
we'll
letting
call
you know.
it there.
Cool.
I don't know how big the legs of everything we're coming up to are.
Can I glance at this person who's looking at me?
Yeah, they're right at the front counter.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hi. Sorry. Hello.
You got something against birds? I'm kidding.
Did you say that?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you got something against birds.
Give him the stink eye.
Patrick is his hype man.
You got a problem with them?
Perfect.
What?
He's fairly old. He's probably 20, 24, 25. And
Almost as old as bread.
I can't believe you. I cannot believe you. When you're older than this person, I cannot believe you.
he seems a little aged, like at first, because he's got a couple flecks of gray, but he has a youth to him. He kind of snaps his gaze away from Grier for a moment before he's like, hello, rooms, I assume?
The best room in the house, please.
Rooms, plural, yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Follow me. And he grabs a ring of keys and starts heading up the stairs.
The best room in the house.
Like, it's like no one's like looking at Kilala weird or anything, right? Like
she gets a couple other looks, but specifically he was like for Grier.
Better than the Baron's dogs.
Yeah, big old
Kilala
Birdman's weirder than a panther.
crosses into the threshold. He's like, you might need a big room for that.
It's my
You
girl.
gotta-
My girl.
A little warily, but he's like, all right. And he takes these stairs and hangs a left, and he opens a few doors just to show you each of the rooms. Like, if you're asking for the best room, I can't speak to that. They're all fairly consistent, but by all means, take your
This
pick.
place sucks.
You're never gonna get the best room anywhere. You keep trying to do this, and they're like, "Yeah, fucking, they're all the same."
He smiles kind of
Fucking
sheepishly.
Barovia sucks ass, man.
Yes, it does.
Wow, really?
You can't get a good room.
It's almost like we're in Ravenloft.
The fucking Demi plane of despair or whatever it is.
She's just gonna show like a bit of a pout because she's like, I want the best room.
He, at the sound of your displeasure, kind of sheepishly like rubs the back of his head. He's like, "Sorry."
Oh,
This'll do. It's fine.
He seems forthright.
It's no problem to you, sir. I'm just tired of getting told no.
oh.
He opens a one room that he's like, this one's probably going to be the most suitable because it's the largest. And as he opens it, it's much like the other rooms, but it has a connecting stairwell that goes down into effectively what's like a small barn. He's like, this is normally where we would have family members stay, but if you'd like your cat to stay with you, then perhaps it would be more comfortable down there rather than being cramped in these small halls.
And you said you didn't have the best room.
He just kind of, he grins like a toothy grin. He's got like one one tooth missing, just like on the side.
No.
No.
She's just gonna smile to him, just cheek to cheek, like.
He's kind of pauses for a second and looks at each of you. He's like, the room itself is 1 electrum per DM per night. The meals are included, and unless you want, of course, we have wolf steaks every other day or so that you could buy for an electrum as well. Yeah,
What?
they're
I'm
the
sorry,
most,
what?
They're the most common source of meat around here,
So
unfortunately.
what is
I am
electrum per gold again?
Electrum's about a half gold.
Whoa, not dogs.
There's plenty of wine if you wish to drink. And of course, we can pay all of this when you decide to check out.
Sir, I will do you one better.
Hmm.
I will give you 2 gold pieces if you also tell us stories of this place and your family.
Oh, okay.
That's
And
just at all.
he kind of pockets it, a little confused. He's like, all right.
I am a
when
bard.
would you
I
have
like
to do
hearing
this?"
stories. We can do this whenever, over dinner or anything.
No.
That's right.
Dinner
I'm
then.
asking about the dinner. Let's fucking go.
Fucking do it!
Yes,
best
Ashley,
chip.
yes.
It's like, let me go get things ready then. I'll have dinner prepared. As he exits the room, he stops and looks at you, Grier, for a second. He's like, I'm sorry for staring.
No, I get it a lot. It's fine. I'm
It's
used to it.
and he
You're
kind of stares for a second again, and he leaves. About a minute or two passes by before he comes back in. He's like, I forgot to give you your key, and
Oh,
puts
I
it on
like
the table. And he
We're
closes the door.
taking
and
him
leaves.
with us when we leave. I'm kidding.
We'll leave off there for the night. And we'll get back when he comes
damn
back.
it.
with
Devin
the
wanted to
key.
go up to Brian and be all like, don't worry about it. Like, people start me too. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
He didn't seem too taken aback by you, but he was transfixed.
I'm glad I made his day, I guess.
Oh, what a beautiful bird boy. Oh,
turns out he's a bird keeper.
never seen anything so majestic.
Or
Oh.
like he's a bird watcher or something. He's just like, you've literally made his day. Like he's like,
Mhm.
Mwah. This morning I woke up and stubbed my toe, but it was worth it.
My day was
Ashley,
ruined
yeah.
until you walked in that door.
Ashley asks him out to dinner. I'd rather go out with the bird boy. Hold on a minute.
Oh, yes.
Grier is rather wonderful.
A lot too.
I can't wait for my dinner date.
Is it just you, or is it all of us
So
eating?
like,
Strokes neon green.
did we get one room? Or
It's one quite large room.
Okay.
There's
Where
separate-
did Kilala go?
Down the
there's
stairs.
a flight of stairs in the room that he gave you guys. Normally, it's reserved for like friends or guests of the family that lives there,
Mhm.
and it connects to they have like a little side barn on the side of the inn
Oh,
where they have like a cow and another thing staying, and
Oh.
there's a lot of room down there.
I
so
would
the
be
cat-
there with her. I wouldn't let her go herself.
Yeah, so you probably found a little like stall, effectively, that Kilala would have flopped on, and then you would have flopped on her.
Is the staircase like inside the room?
Yeah, it's like probably 4
There's like
feet
an upstairs
from one
area,
of the
then
beds.
there's like a downstairs barnish
it's like the
area.
fucking-
So there's actually technically this place has an exit if we ever have to like run.
Yep.
yeah.
So it's like the fucking Skyrim room where you like open the cabinet and walk down the stairs.
I feel
Well, I
like
mean, it's not like a
Joel-
hidden room though.
Yeah, it's not hidden though.
I feel like Jolene's contemplating getting another room so that she can like sleep on a bed and just starts grumbling, putting
Just
down
call
her bed.
dibs.
Yeah, there's several beds. There's enough for all of you. He
okay,
made
good
sure.
God.
he
It
was
gave
like,
us a
"You'll need
large
a
room.
Everyone
Oh my
knows
God.
the
Large-
interdimensional
large to different
interdimensional
people.
dibs protocol.
So I was just
They gave us a large room, and some of us don't sleep in beds, so.
I was just checking in on my mom on Facebook because she's going through some stuff, and I just saw on my related stuff the most wonderful post that is just FedEx Express stands for Federal Express Express. Wake up, sheeple!
Fuck. That's
God.
so
I
stupid.
just love the wake up, sheeple. Open your eyes!
The conspiracy.
It's all a
is lies.
I
conspiracy.
didn't know Xanthru had Facebook.
Oh,
He's quite the trendsetter.
it
FedEx Express stands for Federal Express Extravagance.
is.
I was mentioning earlier that like
You just
I was
don't want
mentioning
to
earlier
look
something
behind
about
the
Denzel
curtain.
Crocker. Xanthric's basically our Denzel Crocker.
Kind of.
Who's Denzel Crocker?
You have never seen Fairly Odd Parents?
You never seen Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh,
Oh, Mr.
Mr.
Crocker. Okay, fuck.
Mr.
I was like
Crocker.
Denzel. I didn't know his first name was Denzel.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
Denzel Crocker, yeah.
Fucking
This
I
It's like
only,
the
I
work
only
of-
know it.
It's Black
I
Dragons!
only know it because recently in my Digimon playthrough, recently in my old Digimon playthrough, the first Cyber Sleuth, there was Pseudo in there, and people thought the voice I gave him was Crocker, so we ended up calling him Pseudo Crocker.
That's fucking great. Ooh.
I've never heard someone refer to him by like his first name.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Denzel.
Alright. We are.
Oh.
I'm going to end the stream.
Alrighty.
Say
Goodbye,
goodbye.
everybody.
Adios, great fucking appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.